Alright. And
That's
today
30.
we enter into Season 4 of Episode 20. Last time, the party featuring Stein, Regdar, Munith, and Peleus, played by Nikki, Rich, Franklin, and Josh, were actually set out from the Vishnanshire to try to find their friend Barrett, who Lucifer had disclosed was located to the east, having been stripped of his Liucian wings. Peleus began to notice that one of his teeth had become loose, and upon brushing his teeth had fallen out. He felt as if the curse within him was spreading. You guys then met up with the stable master, Philston. Beautiful woman. She actually had a unicorn taking refuge in her stable, or actually her shack behind the stable. And Peleus, this unicorn had actually bonded with you. Its name was Shadowfax, and you were able to befriend it. The rest of you chose your corresponding horse. She gave you a nameless horse 1 who was pulling your cart with Etienne, Li Cheng, and Elda. Stein, you had the blue horse, who was very adaptable, friendly, and playful, named Quinn. Munith, you had the mighty green horse, named Alpha. Regdar, you had the indigo magical horse, named Tin. And Veliana took the fastest eggshell-colored horse, named Zool. Eric was kind enough to give you some potion, where Munith also dropped off some of his poisons to have created into an aerosol bomb of sorts. And he'll try to have that ready for you
That's
next
not
time.
dangerous.
You guys ended up following the tracks. You found Daedalus's journal, who wrote a little bit about Icarus as well, being a curious kid that was fascinated by Barrett. So having picked up those clues, you followed the trail of what appeared to be Daedalus's capture, and you were led to a mound that upon finding the mound, it actually had an inscription outside that said, "Behold the curse resting of the Dark Elves, here are they damned, shun the Maker and birthing the Drow, bound with the mark, Lulth." Lulth, you learned, was the Spider Drow Queen. The mark led you to believe that it might be Liucian's mark in here. And the Drow you guys didn't really know too much about, but it was referred to a couple of times in there. Upon entering the main room, you found 3 different doorways, with a 4th that was encased with an insert for a crest.
Thank you.
Can you answer this? Okay, it's already answered. And the
Hello,
crest
Christina.
was
This is
actually
Rich.
open for you to put the pieces, perhaps, of this
I am
crest
good.
within.
Mike is currently giving a Dungeons
So
and Dragons
you
recap.
had to find the pieces of this crest, which you led to believe were located in these 3
Can I
other
take a
hallways.
message for him?
One of them read, "The Prince of the Arachnids
We
shall
only
test
just started, so
your
I'm sure
merit."
it's not.
Okay. And you
No,
entered
we
the
actually
room
just sat down now. We
where
just finished
Stein
eating, so we're just
engaged
starting.
the Spider Prince, a very large arachnid at the bottom of this chasm. Regdar and Veliana
Alright,
then
sounds
went
good,
ahead
Christina.
and
Alright.
completed the puzzle to achieve the first piece of the crest.
She said she'll maybe stop by.
Thank you. After exiting this room, you had conquered 1 piece of the crest, and returned back to the main room where you were able to only take a short rest, because you were unable to sleep in this dungeon. Now, what had happened in the meantime, as soon as you guys had even sat down, Peleus sits down on the floor, his eyes had shut, and awaken in this frenzy, where his eyes are no longer his own, but they have bits of blue with swirls of gray encircling within them. And he gets up in a very quick burst and darts down one of the hallways. Just starts running straight down one of the ones you hadn't gone down yet. And he's growling and snarling the whole way. And it is at this time that Munith and Regdar can make a perception check. Because you guys are already alert, you're kind of watching him run away.
18. 28.
Alright, Regdar, what you notice as you're seeing Peleus run down this hallway, you hear the faint sound of like a metal cling coming from one of the ways next to you, and it almost sounds like a rolling, like a metal rolling ball sound. When you turn to look, you actually see that there is a small metal ball rolling on the floor from the darkness of the hallway into the main room very quickly. And it rolls tiny, maybe a little bigger than a golf ball, rolling in. And once it gets into the middle of your group, which none of them notice it, you had just noticed the sound of it. It really blended right in. It immediately sparks, little bits of it pop out, and the room fills with this gas. You guys can roll endurance as well.
$28.
33.
Wow. Okay.
We endure.
Well, upon this gas entering the room, you immediately feel yourself becoming drowsy. You're falling to the ground, falling asleep, and you stay conscious long enough to look to see the hallway from whence it came. And you see a man entering out of the darkness into the room, coming towards you both, that is wearing this red armor with shades of black. He has like a full knight helmet on, so you can't see his face, with these pointy little niches for ears, but he doesn't, it's not his ears, it's just in the armor. On his sides, you can see he has a couple of short swords. On his back, he's got a long sword. And he's just strolling into the room. Seeing that you're still awake, he approaches you two first, just as you're finally losing consciousness. And when he walks up to you, hey, take it easy. You're in good hands, bud. And he pats you on your head as you fall asleep.
You. That was Munich hitting the floor.
Just gotta change up the music a bit. When you guys are finally coming to, you actually are being, Munith, you are being cradled in the arms of a wolf man.
Okay.
You're in the same dungeon. There is a full-born fucking humanoid wolf. White wolf.
How big is
Blue
this
eyes.
wolf to be cradling me?
He's not that big, but he's like on his knees and you were laying down. So he's cradling your torso.
Oh.
And he's pouring a potion into your mouth. And you could see that he actually is wearing Peleus's armor.
Mm-hmm.
He has cuts a little bit, and on his right hand, going up to his shoulder, you could see like a tribal marking dyed into his fur. And this full-born wolfman is pouring a potion into your mouth. And Regdar, had you ever met Barrett before? Okay. Then when you come to, you are actually being held by a human man. And can you describe what Barrett looks like, please?
He's kind of tiny. He's got silver locks.
And skin.
Skin?
He's got skin, right?
He does have skin. He's pale in color. He has the bluest eyes. And, he's got 3 fingers on his right hand.
Which 3 fingers?
These 3 fingers.
I can't even flip you off? Okay. Alright. Last time we played, when you did that, and you were like, you'll understand. I was like, oh.
Josh knows.
Counts by 10.
He counts by 10. I had 8s down, fine. They're like, Barry, you just count by 10s. I said, count by 10s.
What a crazy answer.
But he's clean shaven. He's very cowboy-esque. He looks like a farmhand.
So, a short farmhand. With
But he's attractive looking for an older guy.
Isn't that a matter of opinion?
No.
Objectively handsome.
Everybody agrees.
No, that's fact.
Check Wikipedia.
And Munith, you were being cradled by a wolf man, pouring some strange, funky liquid into your mouth.
I saw his eyes before when he ran off, right?
Yeah.
Same
They
eyes?
look different.
Different eyes.
Yeah. We're gonna say, Peleus, your eyes are now blue.
Alright.
Be careful, he might be hungry like the wolf.
This isn't a Duran Duran song.
I am going to probably try to knock the bottle out and stand up
All right.
in panic.
You can make a athletics. Peleus, are you gonna try to continue to force this
28.
liquid into his throat?
28. I mean, he's already woken up, right?
He's waking up, yeah. He's like in a drowsy, like.
What is this?
To try and maintain the liquid inside the bottle instead of it being thrown haphazardly into the cave.
Yes, you can. You can go ahead and roll.
Uh-oh.
Just rest the tip on
Did
his
I just
lips.
kill myself? Was
I got
that
26.
some kind of antidote?
All right, you're trying to force it in. Moneth overpowers you, and throws the vial to the side, which then smashes onto the ground, and the liquid seeps onto the stone.
Moneth, listen to my voice. You know it to be Peleus. I was trying to save your life.
Ugh. Peleus. You're not Peleus. Who are you?
Ask me a question only Peleus would know.
I don't know him that well.
What does my penis taste like?
Wow.
Barrett is also there. Like, you'll see Barrett.
I'd have never met Barrett either.
Oh, never mind. Then there's two strangers.
Yeah, I'm freaking out.
And when you look around, the whole rest of your party is unconscious.
Can I
Stein,
roll
Liucian.
insight? Player versus player interactions are weird. Should I
You can
roll
roll
insight?
To see if
19.
your character can
19 plus... It's 28.
Do you want to roll bluff? Nah, I'm just kidding. No.
Me? I'm not gonna bluff him.
You could gather that it is
Actually...
probably telling the truth, that it is actually Peleus.
Alright.
He's like pretty short for a wolf man. He does have the same clothes on. Maybe similar posture.
Not too short. He's cradling me.
Moneth, remember back at the Vishnu-shire, my left leg was completely covered in white fur?
Yeah.
Look at me now.
I see. You're
It
completely
has
covered
taken over my
in white
entire
fur.
body, but I have retained my humanity against Fenris,
Tell
a
me,
primordial being.
tell me what happened here. What were you... Oh, feeding's not the word. What were you quenching
I was,
me with?
pouring
An antidote.
down your gullet because you had been poisoned.
How did that happen?
I have no idea.
That's right. You
I
didn't
found
see
Barrett
it.
and we came back here, and this dude, the master thief, in quotes.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, his name is Ishikoza Saizo, and he had met us here and said that he could help awaken you guys, that the poison you were given would kill you in 4 hours. So Barrett and I had to go seek out all these ingredients for him to make the antidote for you. And now you just threw
the one that I
you
just
cast
knocked out of
yours
your
aside
hands?
out of fear.
You don't happen to have more, do you?
Haha, that's for the rest of the party. You seem to be doing all right. You're a strapping young man.
Well, I am trained in endurance.
You can roll for endurance.
Again? I just
Yeah.
rolled a 19.
That was 4 hours ago. In game.
I rolled another 19!
It's getting ridiculous.
So 28.
Alright, somehow the little bit that you had managed to ingest was enough to make you feel a little peppy.
Good. Okay.
Bit sluggish, but peppy at the same time.
But judging on the way you awoke and saw me giving you the potion, when we administer the potion to the rest of these people in our party, just let them know that I indeed am Peleus.
Maybe you
So
should
that
let
way they
me
don't
do
freak
it.
out.
Maybe
Or
you
maybe
should...
you could administer
Yeah.
the potion, so that way they
A better
definitely
idea.
don't freak out.
Yeah. I'll do that then. If you want to give me the rest of them, and I'll go around and...
Unless you're giving it to Stein and Liucian, they don't know who you are.
Stein knows who Moneth is.
Stein doesn't trust Moneth.
Well,
I'm gonna go... Is Regdar up? Not yet.
Regdar's up.
Regdar's up. I'm gonna
This
go
strange human man.
to Veliana. I'm gonna go give antidote to Veliana then.
Okay, you don't have to roll anything.
Alright.
It's cool.
Regdar, would you like to administer potions? So that way, as not to freak people out, and then we can tell everybody that the Wolfman is indeed Peleus.
I would first like to know who's this man holding my head.
My name is Barrett.
He is a
I like to
dear
count my
friend of mine,
tans.
Barrett.
Nice to meet you, Barrett.
He gets to give you his 3-finger hand.
I will give him my metal hand.
I don't want to touch that.
Ew.
I can see we've both suffered injuries.
Indeed, indeed.
Though I would love it if you could let go of my head now.
You have suffer.
I would like to stand up.
You stand up without a problem.
No, wait. I just want to cradle his head a little bit more.
Barrett seems to hold on to your shoulders a bit. You don't have to roll. He
Hold
eventually
on,
lets you go.
loose. Don't let go.
I will stand up and I will walk over to Peleus and roll insight to see what I can see about him. 25.
You can gather it is still him. He is no longer a halfling. That's for sure. Whatever this new form is like his new permanent self. Also, in his eyes, from time to time, you get a glimpse at a certain light. And you can see that even though his eyes are the most deep and, I don't even know, blinding blue, such a pure, clean blue, at a certain angle, you can sometimes see bits of gray.
Peleus, I know that your soul is in there, though your physical form has changed.
This is true. It was a hardy battle with Fenris, but I came out on top.
It looks like he got a piece of you as well, though.
Indeed he did. I am now a son of Fenris, but I will not allow him to control me. I am Peleus through and through.
Fair enough, though I will keep my eye on you.
How did you and Barrett find our party after you left?
Well, I had just woke up on top of a pile of bones.
Sounds like a
And
good time.
After suffering a intense vision, before I woke up, I realized I was somewhere near Barrett. So I continued on into the cave by my lonesome, and found his body, and attempted to wake him up. And he and I found the next spider crest.
So you can see you too.
So we only have one more room?
That was a nice thing.
All we have is the path to Pandora's Gauntlet. And I've been told by a very reputable source that is going to be one of the most intense paths we've ever taken.
Who is your reputable source out of game?
You know, I've heard the same thing.
Never mind. I'll figure it out later.
Doesn't sound too treacherous at all.
Oh no, it's gonna be tough. But we can do it. I know we can.
Maybe it will link artists by similar sounds.
Great.
As long as there are no interstitial ads.
You continue reviving members of the party. Stein, when you wake up...
Am I playing both?
For a second. Stein, when you wake up, you immediately feel like your coin purse has been moved in some way. It's not where you left it. It's not tied on in the normal way that you do it. You could tell it's been tampered with. And when you go to look at it, you actually see that there's a piece of paper wedged into your coin purse that actually says, I owe you 600 gold. And then there's a little dash, Barrett.
What the fuck is this
Kill
Barrett
that
guy?
fucker! Stein would not put up with this shit.
Eventually, you guys also resuscitate Li Chang.
I think if Rezi went into Stein's room on the Yoshi cookie and took a potion, he'd be thrown overboard in 3 pieces.
Even if he was just in the room. He just went into the room.
Yeah, probably.
You breathe my air.
And you're looking at it and you're like, wow, this is kind of weird. And as you do, Li Chang, who was also administered a potion by somebody.
I did.
There we go. Regdar gave Li Chang a potion. And which one of you had picked up that, the scroll from Van Gogh?
I think it was me.
Barrett?
Yeah.
As soon as Li Chang has kind of come to, He's like sitting there for a minute, like, whoa, that's a lot. He notices the little scroll on the side of your bag.
Who? You said.
Mm-hmm.
He notices the little scroll on the side of your bag.
Hello.
Hi, Christina.
Yeah.
You want to play? We have some characters for you.
Yeah, you could be a spider.
There's actually a couple of
Look,
chairs.
you're already wearing a Spider-Man shirt.
There's a couple of chairs right next to the door if you want to grab one. Li Cheng comes running up to Barrett. What's that scroll there?
Props.
Barrett? Oh. Yeah, he knows your name. No, he doesn't.
I don't know. You're confusing me.
What's that?
Who are you talking to, Barrett?
Li Cheng is talking to Barrett.
It's a scroll.
Can I see it?
Barrett hands it to Li Cheng.
Li Cheng looks at it. Regdar, can you take a look at this?
Sure, then. Bring it over here.
I was drawn to it. What does it say?
Allow me to put on my spectacles.
You can roll for Arcana.
23.
It is the Scroll of the Journeyman, and it looks like it actually allows you to teleport anywhere in the world that you would like to go, with a max occupancy of 3.
Amazing.
Interesting.
I will say to my party, this appears to be a magic scroll that can teleport 3 people to anywhere on the planet.
3 people to the same place?
Yes.
I felt like that needed to be clarified.
Without any danger at all.
Stein, we could use this to get home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You also see that on the bottom of it, it's ever since the, well, I guess you would know about it, but the essence of the scroll is actually fading. Like the magical properties of this scroll are disappearing.
Do I know how long it has left?
You could say probably about a half hour.
I can sense the magic in this scroll is leaving.
Regdar, do you still feel the pull? Where is it telling you to go? We could use it right now.
Easy, Moneth.
You just went off of that one.
Perhaps this could
It
be
doesn't have
used
to be your name.
to help return our friends to whence they came.
This is an extremely powerful spell. You're going to give it away to people we just
You're a
met?
shape-shifting raccoon.
I'll take it.
I'm being difficult.
I know. I'm thinking about blowing you up.
Wait, so it could bring you anywhere? Yeah?
It can return you home, Lee.
Stein? We can go home.
Let's go home.
You mean it?
Yep.
Li Cheng comes up to each one of you. Regdar, thank you so much. I've had a really good time with you so far.
Thank you, Lee. I have a feeling we will meet again.
I hope so.
There's much I can teach you.
I know you could. You know a lot about Thrall Steak, too. Promise me you'll find your way over to the Radiant Empire someday.
I promise you.
He hugs you.
I hug him back. I tussle his hair.
He comes up to you, Mana. Mana!
Sounds a
Thank
little bit
you.
like Drogon, huh?
No, Drogo was all about hugging him. And he'd rub
It's
rub
clear
his-
to me
rub
you're
with his
growing
tail.
into a fine young cleric.
Thanks. You're quite a barbarian.
Thank you.
I've never seen somebody charged with as much rage as you have.
Well, you gotta get angry, and then you
Okay.
kill!
Yeah, you do. Alright. Thanks.
I'm getting excited talking about battle.
You
Lee
actually went
Cheng,
into a rage.
Lee Cheng feels it when he hugs you.
Oh, gross.
That's
It's
my, that's my
one
war
counts.
hammer.
I've only got 6 left.
Li Cheng comes up to Barrett.
Oh
I
my.
know I didn't really get to meet you, but I feel like I know you. And he hugs you.
He hugs him back.
As he's hugging you, A little squirrel head pops out of your backpack.
The fuck?
Wow, you got a really nice squirrel, too.
Yeah, he's really nice.
He pets Spookadoo. Stein, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Elda didn't say bye to anybody, by the way.
Because Elda's a bitch.
She's being angsty in a corner somewhere.
I'm gonna go give her a hug.
She, like, gives you, like, a really quick, like...
I'm gonna look at her. You must learn to harness your anger and rage.
I don't think I need help from an old man.
I became an old man because I've learned these tricks. If you'd like to become an old woman, you should do the same.
Don't you want to be an old man someday, little girl?
Bumper.
Bumper.
Li Chang, Stein, and Elda get together.
Bumper.
Li Chang
Bumper
opens up
cars.
the scroll.
Before that happens, is there anything that needs to be done in terms of a certain ancient flesh that might be possessed by someone?
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by bumpers.
That's up to you, man.
What?
Otherwise, Stein's taking it to the other side of the world.
Stein.
Hmm.
I can perform this spell ritual and allow you to pass. I ask only one thing in return.
Hmm?
Oh, you're gold.
This is your
Oh, you don't have any. Never mind.
The skin of Liucian.
That is your D20.
I will give it to Barrett.
The only ones you're going to be using.
You don't even know Barrett!
How are we gonna give it to Barrett? Barrett doesn't have a Liucian reclamation spell.
That's a D12.
You can't just give it
That's
away.
true, he can't extract it.
Nope.
I don't want you to have it. I don't like you.
I dove in and helped you kill the spider! I let you eat his heart!
No, you've been constantly fucking with me the entire time.
Can I have it?
That's a
Oh,
lie.
you can't give it away. Never mind.
Stein, you can roll perception, by the way.
You said Stein?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
You
use
just
Barrett's
Barrett's.
numbers. 28.
You notice that while you guys are having this kind of loud conversation, that all the little spiders that have been walking around are accumulating behind Regdar.
Spider King.
I'm gonna summon my scythe and light it on fire.
Just summon a spider and light it on fire.
Fight! A fight!
Hopefully this is going this way, guys.
I don't wanna give him shit. I don't like him.
What are you doing?
He's being a
You just
douchebag.
summoned a weapon.
I'm just gonna stand there.
Your scythe is on
Hey
fire.
friends! Are you seriously going to battle?
See,
I
if this
have-
were an NPC, I'd just make a really nice intimidate roll, but I can't.
I have no intentions of fighting. I simply ask for a gift in turn for sending you back home.
You have something.
Why is he sending me back home?
And we have something that you want.
Barrett actually had the scroll, but
But
Yeah.
it's in my possession now.
No, I gave it to Li Chang.
And then
Li
Li
Chang
Chang gave it to me.
What? What?
Li Chang asked him to read it because Li Chang couldn't make it all out by himself.
That belongs to Barrett anyway.
That it does.
What would Barrett have to say, being that he's invested into Liucian already?
But Barrett has no Liucian. That's why I said I wanted to give it to Barrett.
Maybe we should just take
But
it.
you've never met Barrett.
Use
I know, and I trust him more than I trust you.
So Stein's scythe is on fire. Okay. Li Chang is like, what just happened? And Elda has already drawn her sword.
I'm gonna go stand next to Regdar.
Aveliana's standing next to you guys.
Okay.
The spiders are a little behind you. What's happening? What just happened? Why
that?
is this? What happened here?
It's a
Guys, I
Mexican
think we need to
standoff.
calm down. Let's calm down, okay? Stein, let's calm down a minute. Put the scythe away.
Maybe I don't want to put the scythe away, Lee.
Alright, he's got his mind made up. I know I can't do anything about that. I know Stein long enough. He steps behind you and takes out his staff.
Well, perhaps attacking the person with the most ability to cast spells would strand you here.
Am I able to give the skin of Liucian to Barrett?
You don't know how to transfer any of that.
I'm gonna start to touch Barrett, just like by me.
Where
Hands
is
on him.
Barrett standing? Did he like line up with them?
No, he wouldn't have. He doesn't know them. He was kind of standing at the side, like.
He knows
Next-
Peleus.
yeah,
Peleus,
next
where are
probably-
you standing?
The two of them are probably off to the side.
This is important.
I don't want to choose sides.
So you're just like standing in the middle?
I'm basically saying, why can't we all just get along?
So Peleus and Barrett are kind of in the middle on the side. Like,
Must there be this infighting in our group? We're about to face the most difficult thing in our lives.
This is it. This is it. You knew this was gonna happen.
I didn't know this was going to happen. I thought it was going to go a lot smoother than this. Out of game.
Stein doesn't want to give it to.
I'm not going against you, Regdar. It's just Stein's my dad.
I'm not asking you to go against me, Lee. I want to send you home safely.
You need that scroll, and we need that skin.
And we want to go home. What do you want for it?
Simply the skin of Liucian.
Stein, do you know what he's talking about?
I do. You know what? I'd rather give it to Peleus then, if you want me to give it to Stein.
Peleus can't
I mean, to
take
Barrett.
it
At a neutral
either.
party, would Regdar be willing to use his magic?
I only know the extraction spell. I'm assuming it would extract it and put it on myself.
You've never used it, so you don't know.
But that's my assumption.
He used it once to get the piece of Liucian that he has now.
I did. To get it from Lucifer.
Oh, I guess you did. Roll for Frost Day.
Roll for amazing.
Do poorly, do poorly, do poorly.
Oh, very well. 23.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I think it might be a 24. I think I got it.
I mean,
alright.
Barrett is trained in Frost Day, and so is Stein.
This is different. He's magical and Frost Day.
I don't
Trained
give a
in Frost
shit.
Day?
And he knows the spell. And he's used the spell. We're gonna say, Regdar, you have used the spell, and when you had drawn it from Lucifer,
I just want to punch you.
you felt like it very quickly went into you. You do feel like you may be able to manipulate it into going to somewhere else. But that it will be very challenging, even for someone as experienced in the arcane art as yourself. So there's a chance when you try to transfer it that it might just go into you. But it's possible.
That scroll isn't going to last forever.
Where is it going?
The magic was fading.
Has half an hour left.
We said that.
Probably only got 24 minutes left.
I'm sorry, I was a little preoccupied.
Bumper.
Josh, say it. Say it.
Say what?
You know what to say. You know what to say.
What, to make you laugh hysterically?
Do it. Do it.
Really?
Please?
So are you gonna give us the scroll
Bumper.
back?
Get it.
We just want to go
Get
home.
it.
If Stein allows me to use the Liucian extraction spell on the skin,
Stein, let's go home.
Fine, fine, whatever.
I will see if I can transfer it to Peleus, but I can make no promises.
I will be most receptive.
Are you going for it? Alright. You're doing it?
I'll try. I'll try to extract said spell from said skin from Stein.
You can go ahead and make a Thrall Stay check.
Thrallstay or Arcana?
Thrall Stay.
Or both.
Thrall Stay.
Add them together.
11. No, sorry, 12.
Stein, Regdar begins this enchantment that overcomes your entire body. You feel a warm glow around you, and you feel this sucking, draining feeling coming over your entire essence as part of you is actually ripped away. And all of you can kind of see this floating mass in the air of this fog and this dust in a formation that floats through the air directly into Regdar. Where Regdar, you feel this power surge into you, as if the spirit itself is bonding with it immediately. And as soon as it enters you, you feel it start to graft onto your skin. Your skin slightly changes into this gray, mirror-like texture, very smooth. and then it quickly subsides as if you could control it.
Okay. I will summon it away.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
okay,
I
Stein?
could not transfer it to Peleus. Though before the magic in the scroll is gone, I can still send you home.
Well, you took it anyway, so send us the fuck home. Jesus.
The Stein have his scythe out.
Yeah.
I can send you home. Who are you going with?
Elda still has her sword out. Li Cheng put his staff away.
Us three.
I need you to hug tightly.
Okay.
You guys gotta hold hands in a lattice formation.
A 3-person lattice?
Yeah.
And then you can roll for Arcana to see where they go.
34. You're welcome. Right back to your palace headquarters.
Probably bedroom. Like, everyone goes to their...
Regdar is reading this scroll. The magic floats around in the air, falls upon the three of you. Bright flash of light, they flicker and they're gone. I'll tell you where you went the next time you play as Stein. You guys are standing in the room, again. Barrett, Regdar, Mana, Beliana, and Etienne.
That was a waste of time. We should have just killed them.
Did you get the skin?
Safe travels, Stein.
And Peleus. What just happened here? I thought we were gonna get ready to clobber some heads.
Said Etienne.
Yeah.
We sent them home, Etienne.
It's too bad I had the eye on the Asian one.
I don't know what that means, but I'm a little frightened.
I don't know, Etienne. That little girl looked like more your match.
She did. I like the scales.
I'll give him a fist bump or
He
something.
fist bumps you right back.
You should save some of your energy. We are still trapped in a dungeon, so there might need to be some clobbering done still.
Well, I believe we needed to go into 2 more hallways, right? That one and that one, pointing
No.
to Pandora's Gauntlet and the climb and fall room.
No. In case you were not paying attention, Etienne.
I kind of wasn't.
While we were poisoned...
Quit drinking that whiskey. It's gone to your head.
While we were poisoned, Peleus explored the rooms.
Ha! Good for you, son.
By the
Peleus.
way, do you remember anything before you were poisoned? What's the last thing you remember before you passed out?
I remember I was sitting down drinking some whiskey, and I dropped.
Like you do.
I put my axe down, and then I picked up a rock to throw it at Munith when he wasn't looking. And as it hit him in the back of the head, he fell. Like he went down. And then I fell asleep, and I just thought I had a good dream. Why?
Huh. It's a strange rock indeed to fell the mighty barbarian.
And myself, apparently. I saw nothing else happen.
I've got a thick skull. Maybe it bounced back and hit you.
I don't think it was anything like that, guys.
None of you remember anything else? Any details?
How long were we out?
I recall, as we were resting after defeating the Spider Prince, there was a tiny metallic orb that rolled into the center of the room, and it combusted.
Oh, wait.
It released some sort of gas,
You do remember something.
Yeah.
and that is all I remember.
You
Actually,
remember the part after that.
there is something I remember.
And I remember the part after that, too. Which part
As
that?
I was going
The guy
down,
in red.
someone caught
You'll
me.
be alright, bud.
And I don't
Wolverine?
remember what he said. I think he told me I was in good hands.
Wait,
remember-
he?
Do I remember what he looks like?
A man,
What was he wearing?
a man in red and black.
Saizo! That bastard, he tricked me! Alright, if we run into Ishikaza Saizo, the master thief as he is self-proclaimed,
Is that the
we
man
don't
in
trust
red?
that fucker for a minute.
Peleus, this is important. Do you know how long we were out?
You were out for several hours, but Barrett and I were able to acquire the necessary ingredients.
I've never felt
Concoct
more
the
long rested
potion that
before
saved your
in
life.
my life.
It was not several hours. They would have been dead in 4.
Well, yeah, well, I'm
So
okay,
3.5 hours?
How about that?
3.5 hours.
Okay.
What I
Sounds
was
like a
gonna
long
say,
rest to me.
everybody needs at least 6 hours for it to be treated as an extended rest.
No, I don't because I'm trained in endurance.
So how many hours do you need?
3.
That's not true.
No, it's
That sounds like a
completely true.
horrid lie. That is a blatant lie.
I'm an
You
elder,
need 8
I'm an
hours.
elder dragon and we don't sleep.
That is a blatant lie.
Yes. What I was gonna say was, since that you all were knocked out by the form of a very potent drug, anybody who is affected by that poison is considered to have an extended rest. So you guys can have your daily powers back if you were knocked out, and your surge is back. If you were not knocked out by the gas, you did not take an extended rest.
Actually, the real reason I wanted to know how long we were out had nothing to do with powers at all. I just wanted to know if I should apply more dingy cream.
You should.
No.
It's starting to itch. Yeah,
No.
you probably should.
No, that's too soon. I texted you, remember?
Oh yeah, you
I
did.
used it right after this spider
Franklin
prince fight.
texted me to let me know that he applied the dingy cream.
I had to ask how long the fight was.
The NSA is going to be very interested in those texts.
Oh, I'm sure they're keeping a
Just to
close
let
eye
you
on
know,
me.
Mike, after we fought the spider, I put on my dinging cream.
Excellent. Well, it got sweaty.
Spider, that's an ISIS operative.
Peleus, how is your sense of smell in your new form?
You
Hello,
get
Mike. Do I have an enhanced sense of smell?
you get a +4 on perception checks to smell.
No shit.
Can you pick up the scent of this Sizo?
I will attempt to sniff out Sizo. Last I saw him, he was walking down the pathway into the Gauntlet of Pandora.
Maybe he's already taken care of its challenges for us.
28.
You can follow his track straight down Pandora's Gauntlet.
He definitely went down the hallway of Pandora's Gauntlet.
I want to do something, but I don't want to make you mad.
What?
Then it sounds like the Gauntlet is our next adventure.
I want to know what you were going to do.
What were you
Here
gonna
is the
do?
final piece. We have
curious.
3.
No,
we
only
still
because I
have
know it
the,
wasn't.
the crest.
I know
Do
how
you
it
not,
bothers you.
Regdar?
What?
The spider
I
crest.
hold on. I ended last session with them seeing
What?
him walk down Pandora's
I'm just
What's that?
fucking with
No,
you.
what?
Choo choo!
Chugga.
All aboard! Tickets, please, tickets.
Stop exposition.
Well, whenever you guys are ready to move on from this main room, let me know.
Wait, we're just waiting for this train to go through. Who would have thought there'd be a railroad in the dungeon?
It's gone. It's a dungeon. Everything has to be premeditated.
Sounds like the Gauntlet is our next.
Doesn't have to be. You can go
I think
somewhere
I can
else.
smash through that door. Let's just get out of here.
Door's open.
Don't smash it, it's open.
I meant the exit.
No, that's still sealed.
Yeah, I can get through it.
Sealed magically.
It's sealed with
By
magic?
train tracks.
You didn't check.
It's got actually 2 blinking red lights going off right next to the door, letting us know not to pass.
Are you trying to open the door?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Staying clear of the closing doors.
I don't need half my face to know. Thank you.
Mind the gap.
I'll write down what to edit out here.
I'm sorry, sir. I know there's no one sitting across from you, but you're not allowed to keep your feet up on the seat. This is a train.
Are you
All
guys leaving this room, or are you just gonna sit here and talk about trains?
Wait, Peleus, what did you get while we were knocked out?
Cigars, cigarettes.
While you guys were asleep, I acquired 2 more of the spider crests, and combined with yours, we have 3 of the 4.
Allow us to put them together to see how formed this crest is.
You took on 2 of the rooms by yourself? Fenrir must
Actually,
have granted
I
you
purchased
great
one of
strength.
them from Sizo, the bastard who knocked you out. And then
You
Baron and
purchased
I acquired
them?
the third.
Purchased is the word?
I like that spider.
Purchased, yes.
How do you know they're real?
Look at how they fit together, sir.
Yeah, he sounds like a devious motherfucker, though.
You could roll for either nature or perception, or arcana, if you'd like to confirm that they are real.
I would like to roll that as well.
You could roll for any of the
28.
For which?
Arcana.
They all are imbued with the same magical property.
They all look good to me. Let's go
28
find...
as well.
28 to what?
They all look naturally the same.
28 to perception.
They all appear to have the same aged residue and markings. Anybody doing nature?
What type of residue?
I'll
like
roll
the
for nature,
brine.
but it's
Some
not
soot.
very high.
Can I lick the soot?
You can of course lick the soot.
Are you gonna lick the residue?
26.
They do appear to be of the same cut of
Okay.
stone.
What type
I
of
say
stone?
we stop wasting time and get moving towards the gauntlet.
You're the one licking the crest.
I wasn't licking it.
You did. You licked it.
I didn't
what's
lick
funny
it!
is before you were gonna ask that, before you said that, I was gonna ask if I could taste the mildew, but and I
You
don't
did.
have to.
You did.
You licked it already. It's yours.
Actually, I'd like to roll perception again and sniff them out and see if they're all the same.
You can use the same perception roll.
Sniff. Yeah, we'll use the same one.
Just
What are you
add
trying
4.
to
It's
sniff
32.
To see if all the crests indeed smell the same as old with the mildew and whatnot.
for? Okay.
And that was a 28, but it's a +4, so 32.
They smell the same. Let's go.
Hold on. One of them does smell slightly different.
That bastard Sizo!
May have
We
to
need to kill Sizo post haste.
They also were all separated.
More damp place.
They were all separated.
Look, you rolled for perception. I'm going to tell you one smells different. I'm not just going to let you roll perception on everything to smell it from here on out.
You said he was in red and black. Is this Sizo a
Well,
sad
what else
flute?
can I roll for? Insight or nature? Like,
They're all the
I
same.
want to know if these
It's-
are all 3 true crests.
They all appear to be the same in every way, shape, and form.
You should have just killed him.
No, murder
No.
isn't
Well,
the answer.
he did watch all of your unconscious bodies while Baron and I went to grab the ingredients to save your lives. So, I mean, there's a little bit of a...
I don't understand.
Munith is right. You should have killed him.
Oh, when we see him next, he's done.
Good. It'll be my axe. that finishes.
Was he a sad flute? You said he was just in red and black.
So it's not. Sand flutes are all black. Onward to the gauntlet!
I don't know why I thought they were red and black.
Peleus, lead the way.
Agreed. We have 3 of the 4. All we need is 1 more.
And revenge on Sizo.
Oh, in a big way.
Let us go.
Regdar, are you holding
Fuck
on to
it,
my
I'm leading the way. I'm walking towards the gauntlet.
Okay.
I light my axe to provide light as he leads the way.
I'll go in third.
Alright. As you guys are walking down, you notice that this path actually seems to go fairly steep. It is going down into the earth. And at a certain point, this decline actually becomes stairs. You are leading the way. You can roll perception.
29.
You're also going to have a little bit of a bonus here, because what you see coming up actually looks fairly familiar. You see a spot on the stone of the steps that looks as if it is a rigged trigger of sorts. And you feel like you've encountered this once before.
Perhaps in the room that's spun and filled with water.
No, more so just before you got your Ember Steel legs.
I will warn you all to be careful of this spot on the stairs.
Why? What's there?
I trust you. There have been many traps thus far in this entire dungeon. We should keep an eye out for many more.
Maybe we should walk 3 times as slowly, so we can have 3 times as many skill check chances.
I'm going down. Watch yourselves, because I'm going down very quickly.
You guys
And I'm
continue.
lighting my scepter also to light my way.
We'll use your same check, and you actually see there are increasingly numbers of these triggers as you're going further down the steps. Some of them appear to have the same effect. Some of them look like they're rigged up to something else that, without analyzing it, you don't know exactly what they would do. But there are many.
Okay.
And
I will let them all know each and every one I see.
Okay. Your check's high enough that you're able to notice pretty much all of them. So you're no, to the left, to the left, to the right. To
Take
the
it back
center.
now, y'all.
Yeah.
With one hop this time.
Eventually, as you continue walking for quite a while, maybe like 15, 20 minutes, descending, you come up to a very large gap between this part of the steps and the lower part. It appears to be 20 feet across, 20 feet down, that the stairs are missing. The crater that it looks like they just fell into does not appear to have any bottom that you can see. But also you don't have a very bright light, so could be something there. Josh, you able to hear okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. But you are up to this chasm in the earth. Ah! That's not what I meant. Don't listen to that. But there is a large gap in the stairway. Regdar, you are at the head of the party.
Well, I guess
How
we'll have to
wide are
turn
these stairs?
around.
10 feet.
So we can fit like 3 across?
2 across.
2 across?
Oh,
We're very broad-shouldered.
yeah. So you can squeeze a little bit. So you can do 3 if you really want to.
It appears we must get across if we are to continue down the gauntlet.
Can we see it? How far across is it? You say 10 feet?
20.
20.
20 feet across, and it's a 20-foot drop because the stairs were descending. And you don't know how far down it goes.
I am going to talk to my spider. Can he make a web across for us to walk on? A web bridge?
Because I was about to use my spider
He's not
rope.
that big of a spider.
He's a 3-foot spider!
He's a little smaller than that.
What about all
You
the
told
other
me he was a
spiders?
3-foot
What about all the
spider.
I made him a
hundreds
little
of spiders
smaller because
behind him?
I would have given him stats if he was going to be 3 feet. He's a 2-foot spider.
What about all like the mass of spiders following behind him?
There's a whole bunch. There's not really hundreds. They only really came to you during that conflict. After that, they kind of dissipate. They walk
We got
around.
angry and just spiders.
Spiders like crawled out from where they were in the dungeon.
Well, this is why I got this, and I'll take out the spider's silk rope that I took.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm getting my dragon link, and I will jump with him with his wings out.
Okay.
You don't want
Can I
to.
athletics?
Yeah.
40.
Very nice. You float across like a bumblebee, and since you didn't just jump and you had a little bit of a delay with the glide, you were actually able to notice a couple of quick triggers on the top. So you recognized a couple of them.
At the bottom step to jump off of, or the top step to land?
Top step to land.
Okay.
But we're still descending, right? Okay.
Can I send my dragon link across to do the same for my comrades?
You can.
Alright.
You guys could just go around, just in a circle, if you're gonna glide down with his dragon link.
I offer you the help of my dragon link to ease your jump and landing, since there are some traps over
Christina, what would you like your character's
I
name?
appreciate it, Hodge. And I'll make
No,
a
that
jump.
was, I used to play this character, so you gotta be something.
I'll go. What is it?
You don't have
here.
to be.
Athletics.
Whatever you want.
Gracias, Regdar.
Okay.
De nada!
Now, I can roll twice when I'm using athletics to jump, which is nice. So I don't want to use that one.
Yeah.
17. No, 18.
Okay. You're jumping with a bit of a glide. I would like you also to roll acrobatics. Very nice.
27.
Okay. You have a little bit of a fumbly landing, so even though Regdar is pointing out this trap to you, he's like, don't step here.
Maybe you were just like grabbing my feet. Move
You
them away.
almost do, but you're able to like do a quick split,
Yeah.
step on each side.
Jazz hands.
If you turn the stairs, the fucking tricky stairs again.
What is that name? That's actually a really nice name, though. Good choice. Barrett? Regdar has sent his dragonling back to help glide you across if you want to try him. Or if you're independent, you don't have to.
27.
To what? What do you do?
Athletics, you told me, right?
It depends what
Getting
you're
all
doing.
bad rolls out of the way now.
Holding the dragon leg?
Jesus Christ, that was close.
Okay. You grab onto the dragonling, you float across like a ballerina. You land without any problems.
Good deal.
Yes. Kukuru is on your back the whole time. He's having a blast while you're gliding across. He's like holding on to the dragonling. Kukuru! The whole way across.
Does the squirrel speak common?
Peleus, the dragonling comes back for you as well.
Word.
Do you want me to re-roll?
Did you roll to glide across already?
Yeah, I mean, I heard that I was gonna go around the party, so I rolled already.
What was the total?
19 and 12, I believe that's a 31.
Okay, you also float across and have an easy time. And as you guys all get across to the other side, you can all roll perception. And while you're doing that, Raja, you have been trapped at the bottom of this pit for weeks. You've been feeding off spiders. Whatever trickles down
said
here,
perception?
you're eating it. Some of them are pretty big.
Yeah, I rolled a
perception.
14.
24.
I'm gonna sniff. Oh!
This is your hit points, by the way.
Score
So if I tell you you take damage, take it from me.
29.
Okay.
26.
You had a low score. Barrett, Peleus, and Regdar.
Are you ready to kill me?
No. You guys hear a sound coming from that pit, and it sounds like someone's voice. You've been down in this pit for weeks, feeding on all these little spiders. Some of them are pretty big and are coming to eat you, and you've been fighting them off. So you have broken sleep most nights, Raja, where you're waking up by something coiling a web around your feet, and then you eat it. So you have just heard noises of travelers jumping over. You looked up and you see like a light guiding over where you've been trapped in pitch blackness this whole time. And you hear these adventurers up above you, about 50 feet up, seeing this light. If you would like to do anything, you have to say it.
What do I do? I can't like climb the wall or like
You haven't been able to
into
climb.
something?
The wall seems to be at an incline like this, so you haven't been able to climb up like that.
I'm gonna scream help at them because maybe they can hear me.
Go ahead, yell it.
Oh, help!
You three, not Moneth.
I don't, no. I rolled poorly.
You hear
I'm sorry.
a weak voice yelling from the bottom of this pit. Muffled, coarse. Do it again. They didn't hear you.
Help!
Does anyone hear that?
I
Who
don't
could
hear
that
anything.
Is that coming from the pit?
It's probably just some spiders.
Yeah, those spiders make a lot of noise. That sounds like kelp. Melp.
Shout!
No.
Shout!
Yeah. Let's continue. ETN starts to go ahead.
I'm gonna grab the back of his clothes.
Whoop.
There could be traps. Don't just walk like that.
I'm a dwarf. I invented stone. I'm not interested in these traps.
You're not a gnome and you didn't invent traps. Fucking gnomes!
I never thought a Goliath would be so smart. That's why you're the leader of the Fallen Sons.
No, it's not gonna make.
No one has done anything to help you yet.
I'll shine my light down to see if we can see anything.
You actually can't see the bottom of this pit.
Oh, looks like no one's there. Let's go.
Well, your light is what, 4 squares?
Yeah, something like that.
You see the light peering over with the silhouette of a person looking down with a long beard. You see the silhouette of that. The light is so hard on your eyes because you haven't seen it, you actually have to look away a bit.
Do you have anything?
And you hear him say, "No one's there."
Like,
You could throw like a spider carcass at him. You do have weapons, but are you going to throw a weapon at him?
no.
The pit is throwing swords at us. Let's get out of here.
Good, I'll throw a spider.
Or you can throw a rock, whatever you'd like.
A rock.
The world is your oyster.
Sounds better than a spider.
You can go ahead and you're going to roll a d20 for an attack roll. And you're going to add that. Normally you'll add this.
24.
Does a 24 hit your reflex? Regdar.
I'm sure it doesn't.
No.
Okay. This rock comes just up, flying past your head. It misses you completely, but you see this rock fly past.
Does anyone else notice the rock?
I'm gonna say you, everybody except ETN, noticed the rock.
I know I heard something.
Not since I knocked you out with it.
Is there someone down there?
And punch him in the arm.
Who goes there?
Raja.
Who? The
I'll go
tiger
Sounds like
from
there's someone at
Aladdin?
the bottom of this pit.
I'm going with help again.
You what?
I'm going with help again.
Ah, she yells help.
No, it's me, Raja.
Oh, okay. How you been?
You're at the bottom of a pit in the middle of a dungeon. They don't know you.
Oh, he asked who I was.
Peleus is nice like that. He's always curious on who he's about to save.
Peleus, we can tie you off with some rope and you can explore the trenches.
It's dangerous.
Kookaroo, do you
Yeah.
smell something or see what does Kookaroo notice?
He's looking at you for approval.
You can tell him what you noticed.
He's pointing down, like jumping, and doing a gesture that's like, Kookaroo!
Can I send the dragonling down?
Alright. If you tie me off securely, I'll go investigate.
Alright.
Dungeoneering.
I'm gonna pat Kukuru's head.
16 for dungeoneering.
You tie this road off like you were made for this.
Moneth. Etienne.
Yeah.
We'll need your strength to pull this rope.
My strength's enough, Moneth. Why don't you take a break?
That's funny, because I was about to say, if you want to sit this one out, I think I have.
How about for once, the two of you work together instead of against each other?
We've always worked
Enough of
together.
this pissing.
This is just how we work.
We're the best at what we do.
It's like a me and
Then
Steph
be the
situation.
best at working together.
Alright, so ETN and Moneth have the rope. Oh, there is something I want to roll for you. When you had fallen down this pit.
I don't know, weeks and weeks down in a pit. You think one of those spiders would be venomous?
You're gonna take 22 damage.
Vehementus.
Venomous.
Vehemena.
Yeah. Just less 22.
Back hurts in this chair.
You
It's
would
the
like
chair
to
that's normally
switch?
good for you.
I know, but my back hurts.
Would you like to switch to this chair?
Can you please switch with her?
No.
She'll never accident. Can you switch with her?
I just asked
No.
her.
I know, but
All she has
she's
to do
gonna
is say
say
yes.
no. Just
Do you
switch
want
with
this
her.
one? I mean, I don't think it's that comfortable.
No, that will kill her.
All she has to
That'll
do is say
kill her.
yes.
Yes.
No, I'm okay.
Nikki, would you like to switch?
Nikki, switch, please. Do everyone a favor.
What are you trying to say?
You're gonna be
I think
rank-
she already switched from Stein to Barrett. Is one switch enough for today?
Never enough.
I just want her to fit in a
Franklin knows what he's talking about.
I just want her to fit in a comfortable chair.
I know I sound crazy.
I want her to punch Franklin.
I'm not.
She's closer over there.
What am I
Punch
getting
Franklin.
punched?
Peleus, you are slowly being lowered
I
down.
punch you
Your
first.
dungeoneering is what? 16?
I grip this rope for my life.
One free punch.
Okay.
Oh
You're
my
gripping
god. I wish.
ETN and Moneth
No,
are
I couldn't
slowly
punch you.
lowering you
I love
down.
you too much.
Whose rope did you guys use?
I call
Regdar's
down.
rope?
My rope.
How long is your rope?
Like
50?
100.
His rope is
Don't
150.
Don't fear
It
my
extends.
form. I look as a wolf,
It's magical.
but
It's like those
Trust
elastic
me,
hands
I'm
that you
friend.
used to get. That
So
like
we
Can you
won't
say
be
that
able to
again?
pull
She
you
didn't
up?
hear you. There's a lot of background noise.
do not fear my form. I look as a wolf, but I am a friend.
Is he actually down there?
He's being lowered down. Do you have any light?
with a flaming axe.
Is it just pretty much as this silhouette comes over and he's slowly being lowered down, he's holding a flaming axe,
That's slightly back going.
which illuminates really just him, and you see pretty much a werewolf, a white werewolf, being lowered down into this pit over you with a flaming axe.
I'll yell down, "Don't burn your fur with that thing!"
You're funny, mother.
I don't want to. It would smell terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Peleus, you get to the bottom. This is
debacle.
just as you guys run out of rope, by the way. So this is the full 50 feet down. You guys are holding like the edge of it. And Peleus, you get down and you see, if you step into the light.
Yeah, I'll step into the light.
Alright, what do you look like?
Raccoon.
Alright, I'll help you out this time. Stepping into the light, you see a humanoid raccoon wearing light leather armor.
Like from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, actually, exactly like from Guardians of the Galaxy. Light leather armor. He has a couple of short swords on his side. Probably like 4 short swords and an adventurer's pack on his back. He looks a little bloodied up.
Me bumper.
He's definitely been down here for a while. You can see that there's bits of cobwebs, and even your light illuminating on the ground, you see dozens and dozens
I feel like we should all
of
have
spider
Josh's number to
carcasses.
text him
Some bigger than
during
others.
the game.
Some of them look like they've got bites taken out of them. But you can tell this guy's been down here for a while eating spiders.
I am Peleus, and I extend my hand.
His wolf paw.
I'm gonna shout
I'll
down.
extend my claws
We're
back.
moving around so much. We're almost out of rope.
What is your name?
Is it okay
Raja.
down there, Peleus?
Raja. Raja, it's a pleasure to meet you. You seem to be hurt and tired and hungry. Would you like perhaps a potion or maybe some food?
Very
Some
food
actual
with
food, not
potions.
spider carcasses.
Actual food would be nice.
Alright, I give Raja one of my rations.
Okay. He gives you a ration which you would normally have eaten, but you had run out of it a while ago. I was going to say that you are weakened, but since he fed you and gave you water, you're fine. You have no status effects. You can
Peleus,
also put
is it
yourself
okay
back
down
up to
there?
full health.
Yay.
Regdar, everything is fine. I have found a humanoid raccoon named Raja.
A raccoon. Why couldn't
I'll have him or her.
She? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'll be a guy. That's fine.
Your name's Ron.
I'll have him claw onto my back, and you can pull us both up.
If he's a raccoon, why couldn't he just climb his way out?
Yeah,
It's an incline.
What?
Raja's been weakened by staying in this cave for far too long and living on the spiders. Just pull us up.
Okay, pull him up.
Okay. You pull him up, all 50 feet. You and Etienne can make an athletics check just to see if you do drop them back down.
Oh, basketball.
I did not do well.
You bastards.
37.
What did you-
Athletics?
You're gonna get dropped.
23.
Well, there was barely any rope here, and those two were already holding
I
it.
figured they could have gotten at least a little bit up so I could grab hold of it.
You're right.
They
would
can't
have
get
to
it
pull
a
it
little
up
bit
for them
at
to
all.
I
fall.
have climbing
What is
gear.
your roll total?
For fuck's sake.
23? Alright, that's fine.
37.
You're climbing gear, you're suspended in midair. There's no walls on the side for you to grab up.
There's no wall that we've been.
It's like pitched. Like going up, so it's like
pitched perfect.
angled like a pyramid up to that hole.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Okay.
he couldn't climb out.
I was scared.
Because it was like at a steep
Aqua
incline
awesome.
going up to this hole.
Okay. Understood.
They are able
Hold
to
on
pull...
tight, Raja.
Raja, you're even still eating your ration as it's pulling you up.
So I can't
Do a
be
little
more
raccoon
wrong.
like, no, 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 no.
Heaven forbid you guys climbed a little. Made it a little easier on us.
I mean,
They're just suspended in the air. There's nothing
It's
climbing.
like gym
You
class.
could pull the rope.
Oh yeah, they could have. No, they didn't do anything.
No meeting.
I've never had to climb a rope in gym class.
We went in Queens.
What does that
I'd have
even
to
mean?
Like dodge bullet
I didn't
holes.
have to climb.
Yeah.
What? We did line dancing. That's what I did in gym class. Line dancing.
You guys get out of the hole.
We're up on top.
You're up on top, and you're standing right there. You guys get to
I
see
do a
Raja
quick
for the
10
first
cent
time.
jig because my quirk is I love dancing.
Oh, Raja has to pull a quirk.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Raja, every time we make new
hope so.
characters,
That was loud.
we
That
draw
was loud.
I was showing people at work how to moonwalk, and their minds were melted.
The right way, right?
Absolutely.
You know,
I
if
look
you
just like Michael Jackson floating across the floor.
but whiter. If you can't find the
No, not whiter.
Harrier.
yeah, that's true.
Much hairier than yeah. My nose is intact.
If you can't find the character quirks bag, we could just give her flatulence. That's you're okay with
That
that,
is
right?
what everyone draws. I cannot find the character quirk bit.
It's definitely there.
Probably.
Just have us each make like 3 or 4.
We're each gonna make 2 quickly.
Your mom's name is
Just rip that
Doreen.
in two.
Yeah.
Don't
his.
My mom.
Yeah,
Don't
their
make me
sisters
wait
and their names are both
till
Doreen.
tomorrow.
No, I was saying because on your post today, your mom had commented after I had commented, but it told me another friend on my friends list, friends with her. Is
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
The dad of one of the guys I went to high school with.
Huh. Interesting.
Your troll mother.
We're making 2 each?
2 each.
Oh, new ones?
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's that one.
I'm scared of these.
You should be.
Everyone's scared of mine.
I think we should read them all anyway.
After.
Oh, that's great. I like that one.
Do I have all of them?
No, not yet.
You have both of mine.
No, I'm still
Can
working.
you slow me down?
I don't know if I
both
spelled
each of
one
them.
of mine correctly, but that's okay. Pardon me?
You good? Bless you.
So tight.
Thank you. Oh,
It's gonna be good.
God
It's
bless
gonna
you.
be real good.
Oh,
I don't even know how to spell this word.
Every time.
That's okay, I didn't know how to
wow.
spell
So
one of
wait,
mine
what is
either.
everyone else's?
What are your quirks?
Mine is I do not care for earthly possessions. So no gold, no diamonds, no rubies, no gems.
No, you wouldn't like go out of your way to pick up a little statuette in a temple.
Nope.
What word is this? It doesn't even look like a word.
Bukkake? Do you mind just closing that?
My character quirk is Moneth howls at the full moon.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
It's a cardboard cutout of Castiel.
Okay.
Come on.
Well,
That's
you have to specify what kind.
You have unplugged part of the wire. Please correct it immediately.
You're right.
But every time we make a character, you have to draw a quirk. That's just like something that you gotta find a way to
Does
incorporate.
Barrett? What is Barrett's quirk?
Nikki, what is Barrett's quirk?
I don't remember.
That
There's
sounds-
something stupid.
Sounds like you weren't using it if you don't remember.
No, I don't remember. It was something that didn't even matter.
Then you could draw from this stack as well, Barrett.
No, I'm not.
You don't remember?
No, it was something stupid.
Peleus, what's your quirk?
He likes to
He
dance.
likes to dance. You just said it before. That's
Oh,
why you
that's
got
right.
on this.
Well, if it was stupid, let's give you a
when
new
we got
one.
on top of this rock.
And I'm sure all of these are really good. If you draw your own, though, you can't use it. Unless you want to. But I feel like yours are probably fucked up. I'm just gonna...
Almost as good as Cards Against.
gonna
Oh,
lay
it's
these
better.
out right here.
It's better.
Oh, I'm sure.
I want to
Wait,
pick it
1,
out
2,
of
3,
somewhere.
4,
I
5,
feel
6,
like
7.
this is too. I wish I like actually looked at the shape of me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be tough,
Oh,
huh?
oh god. Oh no, it makes sense.
No, be
Yeah,
careful. No
okay.
tricky stuff.
Oh no. Okay. I'm a religious bigot. There we go.
Ah.
A religious bigot. That's not terrible.
Can you read the other ones?
Well, first you have to pick one.
I'm
as
not
well.
picking one.
Why?
I already picked one. It was like a stupid one that it never happened.
Then these are all great.
No. I already picked and he's not a new character.
But you don't know what it is.
It was something like stupid like enjoys dancing.
See, look,
That's
you
not
guys dance
stupid.
together.
Or likes the moon or
Nikki
some shit.
just called you stupid. You gonna sit that? You gonna take that sitting down?
I'm gonna read the rest of them.
Barrett, do you want to dance with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Moneth
Every
would
single
love
time.
to dance.
This is actually one of mine. Sometimes we'll randomly tickle people at inconvenient times.
That is inconvenient.
That is inconvenient.
Can you imagine?
When jumping, they feel like they could fly like Superman. Eczema? Is that you?
Nope.
That was me.
No, you'll know mine. You'll know mine.
Actually would normally have eaten spiders. He likes them. That's what I'm at, Taylor. Enjoys endic asphyxia.
Erotic.
Erotic asphyxia.
That's great.
Only speaks in riddles. That would be very interesting but difficult.
That one was also mine.
Difficult.
Was it?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That would be really hard to come up with on the spot.
Just
Yep.
watch a lot of Batman.
Has a Valley Girl accent.
Nice.
So you chose the most unenthusiastic one.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not
It's all-
bad.
Who does it?
I don't know.
A religious
Oh, that was
bigot.
mine.
Oh.
That was
What is your religion score?
Oh, is that a thing?
These are your skills. So if I ask you to make a skill, you would roll the dice and add that number.
Okay.
So your religion, somewhere down there.
11.
Erotic asphyxia. Oh, I wish you picked that.
Heh.
That would just be funny.
Me too.
So, like an uninformed evangelical Christian. Doesn't actually know the Bible. Just really
That'd be
loves
so
Jesus.
awkward in group.
So you pull Raja out of this pit. Peleus does a little dance.
Strong, independent black woman, and I
I'm
don't
gonna
need
start.
no
I'm
man
gonna start
praise
to line
Jesus.
dance next to Peleus.
Right next to all these traps?
Yep.
You and Peleus can now roll acrobatics since we got a line dance.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have to thank
Oh, I
Jesus.
didn't line
really.
dance.
What was it? Acrobatics?
Yes.
22.
Every time we get a new party member, we
28.
dance.
Okay. You guys dance like champs. Some of the best dancing you've ever had. It's great. You guys see Peleus and Barrett dancing on the stairs, narrowly missing these triggers.
I'll turn to
We
Epson
like to
and
live
say,
on the edge.
"Maybe I should just push one of them down.
Push him. I'll push the other one.
I wouldn't want to hit one of those traps.
Well, if you're afraid, I guess we don't have to.
Oh, don't start that right now.
I'm gonna walk over to Raja. It is nice to meet you, Raja. I am Regdar.
Nice to meet you.
It
Would you like-
seems we are in this together now.
What brought you to this cave?
Spiders.
I know they're delicious, but there must have been another reason.
Wait, what are we searching for? What is this? What is this
I
map?
heard this was the place for some
You could even say
BDSM,
you were just
erotic
looking for
asphyxia.
The dungeon.
I thought this was the dungeon
That's
nightclub.
why I got that. That's why I got that spider
Could you,
rope.
there was also a legion of drow here, which are like gray-skinned elves, which capture people to feed them to the spiders. So you could have been one that they captured that you broke free, and you ended up down this pit. Tell them, huh?
Of despair.
No, we're doing this.
What?
So, I don't know what you just said.
I know. So why they asked you why you're here? Why are you here?
For profit.
For Jesus.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Send me.
That's really good.
I know not of this Jesus you speak of, but
I think I could take him.
That burning bush gave you a wrong turn.
Oh, I should have turned left at Albuquerque.
easy it does. All right. If we're gonna continue down these stairs, we need to be careful for more traps.
What's going on? Why are you guys here?
Whoa, wait, actually,
are
no,
here on a
this
quest.
isn't for Liucian, is it? Why are we in this cave?
You asking me?
Yeah.
No one even knows.
For the spider queen.
Originally, you guys came here to save Barrett.
Okay,
And also you
Barrett.
found that Daedalus and Icarus are probably in here as well.
okay.
We
Also,
came,
the riddle on the front of the door led you to believe that the mark of Liucian is in this cave.
we came here to search for people who are lost from nearby, and it appears we got sealed in, so we must conquer this dungeon before we can leave.
You want to help us?
Yes, let's go.
Well, she has to,
Onward.
otherwise she won't leave either.
We'll throw her back down. Throw him back down the pit.
I'm transgender.
My goodness.
There are Oh, actually, you guys want to describe what you look like, just so he knows who you are.
Okay.
Moneth?
I'm almost 8 feet tall. I have like a dark grayish blue skin with black tattoos everywhere. I'm very muscular, and by coincidence, the default picture for Goliaths, they have mohawks, so he's got a mohawk. And his left hand is missing. There's an axe instead. He's got an axe for a hand.
chopped off, and it has an axe embedded in it instead.
It's good shit.
I am a old, bald man, very wrinkly, with a long white beard. I'm wearing gray robes, and I carry
Christina, you want a drink? What would you like?
Vanilla Coke, root beer, iced tea.
I'm sorry?
Root beer.
That's such a low voice, Jesus.
And I have a dark wooden scepter with a dragon claw on top that holds a red ball.
Speak with your man voice.
Barrett, would you like to describe what you look like for Christina? Or for Raja, rather?
I am a 5'3", older gentleman, white hair, clean shaven, blue eyes, and I have 3 fingers. Like that.
On one hand, or
How do you count?
in total?
I count by 8s, but some people say I can count by 10s. What the hell, Josh? Paleys.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Also, standing with them, there is a woman who's called a
True
Verbi.
that's
So
real
she's
guy.
she's like a green skinned elf with gray hair. She's very thin and lean, and she comes right up to you and she gives you like a little bow to shake your hand.
doesn't operate.
My name is Veliana.
He's so dexterous.
And then a
Dexterity,
dwarf
blah, blah, blah,
comes up to
with
you,
his fingers.
wearing heavy armor, big axe on
And
his back, horns
he's stronger in
helmet,
those 2 fingers
He's
than I
a
am in
dwarf.
my whole hand.
furry beard,
He was moving
Red-
a ball joint
red
with
hair.
his 2 fingers, and I couldn't move
and he
it
comes
with
up
2
to you.
hands.
Hey, Raja.
Viking or
He's like-
dwarf?
He's a dwarf, similar to Vikings.
Wait, is
and
this
he gives
based
you
on a
knuckle
real
bump.
person?
Oh.
Oh my god.
To the T.
I hope you can hold your own in a
Including
fight,
the
even though
accent.
you've been down there eating
His name's
whatever it is
Barrett
you've been
Lawson.
eating.
I'm
Ex
jealous.
Josh, he was our trainer.
Because if you
Jealous
can't
that
handle
this
it, I'll
person
kill you
exists and you met
myself.
them.
So good.
Good. Do you have any gold on you?
I don't think mine. I've been trapped in the cave.
We're gonna say that you have 20 gold.
Okay. Is there a place to write
You can just write it anywhere you want.
that? Yes, I'll write it where the 2,000.
Yeah, erase that. You do not have 2,000 gold.
I do.
Sweet. You're all robbed in the night. Damn
Too late.
I
So
look
yeah,
like a wolf,
yeah,
white wolf.
it. See, me and
You already
Moneth,
met me.
got this thing going for the Fallen Sons. It's the clan, the gang that we're in. And if you want to travel with us out of this dungeon, which you're gonna have to do now that we took you out of the pit, it's 20 gold to enter.
I don't know if I believe this.
You should
You could roll for insight if you want to see if he's.
start saying
Fine.
something.
I'm just
do not
standing
say.
next to Etienne with my arms crossed, watching this conversation unfold.
This one?
Mhm. And then you're gonna add your insight.
Well,
Interference!
No.
interfered! You
Oh, figures.
interfered! Okay. What are we doing?
You could gather that he's never done this shakedown on anyone before. Seems like he's making it up on the fly.
Yeah, no.
So you're not gonna pay.
No.
Moneth, do we have to put it back in the hole? Him?
Do whatever you want, man.
Regdar?
I started walking already. I continued down the stairs with my light.
I'm just gonna run.
He starts
Follow.
he starts hopping and like catch up to you guys. We're gonna talk about this later.
Be careful of the traps.
Oh,
Raja, do not run. We are moving very slowly through this cavern. It's very dark and traps are
she
numerous.
already said she was running.
I was catching up with
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I pointed out the traps.
While
Yeah.
he wasn't paying
I
attention.
grabbed Raja by the scruff of her raccoony neck.
She loves that asphyxiation.
I moaned.
Oh,
You mean
Raja moaned.
he moans gently.
This is homosexual autoerotic asphyxiation.
Bestiality as
Yeah,
well.
that too, yeah.
Double.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's
a
like triple.
raccoon and a wolf.
Cross species.
Raja,
The fur went flying.
there are numerous traps. We must tread lightly and look upon every step that we take, for who knows what kind of craziness will happen. will follow Regdar very slowly. I'll light my axe and
God
light the
forbid
way
he
as
gets
best
his
I
fur
can.
wet.
Come on, let's
And let's keep a slow pace.
Okay. If he lets me go, I'll start walking
Okay.
slowly.
Will you let Raja go?
I give her a quick little pull and then let her go.
Alright. Who's leading the way? Perception, please.
Very good.
Okay. You notice an increasing number of them, and as you get... I'll wait for her to come back before I break anything new. But what you do notice as well, you're looking down and you see all these little traps on the floor, and you notice something very quickly on the ceiling above you. Let's just say it's like 15 feet high. You've been able to see it this whole time, other than that big gap where you found her, Raja down below. But you see something very quick, and in the corner of your eye, just as you're looking down, you see some movement up on the ceiling. But it had disappeared as quickly as you'd seen it. Very quickly. I don't know who was following up, but if you were the first one, you were probably the only one that would have been able to see.
I think Peleus was behind me.
This time,
Peleus, you
Etienne
can also make a
and I
perception
are
check.
towards the end.
Perception.
Okay. Can you switch seats with Nikki, please?
18.
I just gotta stand.
18? Alright, Peleus didn't notice.
Yeah.
Alright, you didn't notice anything. You're just minding the traps that
Where are you guys?
Regdar is pointing out to you. You end up finally making it to the bottom of this stairway, and standing before you is a sight truly paralleled to anything
No,
you've
it's
ever
'cause I'll
seen in
sleep
your
that
life.
chair.
What?
So I'm gonna fall asleep in that chair.
Hold on. There we go.
What you see upon reaching the bottom of the steps
Nice wrench.
is a brilliant marvel in architecture. What you're seeing is the largest underground dungeon area you have ever seen in your life. Inside this huge encircling dome, which is naturally lit by this yellow moss that is growing about the entirety of the dome, like a sun. You see this moss illuminating, and it is like a coliseum under the earth. Only it doesn't have the cutaways. It looks like there's one entrance in, one doorway. The rest of it looks like it has some sort of structure and grooves, but it's not open, as you would have imagined a coliseum.
Is it natural?
I would
or
like
is
to
it
look at
built?
Etienne and see if the dwarf is impressed by this structure.
His jaw is dropped open. He is in absolute amazement. And he's looking...
Have you ever seen anything of its like?
Never!
Etienne?
Never something as large scale as this.
Maybe not made by your clan.
Hey! Dwarves are the greatest. Ever.
The greatest what?
Everything. The greatest race of engineers and architects. We crafted stone bridges that have lasted since the dawn of time. What have Goliath done? Lived in tents and
You
teepees?
You couldn't jump my height.
Didn't you recently discover fire? Then he steps up to you. Dwarves have accomplished great things.
The two of you need to knock this off.
Sorry.
Calm down.
But you're
We don't
standing...
know what's down here. You're going to alert whatever's down here.
There's still some more steps to go down. You're about 50 feet from the opening of this Coliseum, which, like I said, has no other entrances that you could see. It looks to just be a rounded structure, giant inside this dome. It does not go up to the ceiling, but it does tower about 200 feet up.
That is
Yeah.
a huge cavern.
It is huge. And around this circular Coliseum, there's maybe about 50 feet of just stonework that go all the way around. That's amazing. Says Etienne.
Could this be Quence's work? I've never seen architecture like it.
Something like this couldn't have been done during Quence's lifetime. This would have taken forever.
What do you know about Quence?
I've admired his work myself.
As have I. I didn't know you were a Quence appreciator.
I have his book.
I have some of his work, and I'll pull out my paintings and show Etienne.
My God.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is marvelous.
I know!
How much gold would you sell these?
How much gold do you have?
How much gold did you have?
I wouldn't. Never mind, I wouldn't sell a
yeah.
Quence original for anything.
I'm a thief.
You You are a thief.
Steal your
I may have 20 gold.
No.
I'll have to bet my odds here.
It's not gonna happen. One of these is for me, and the other is for my horse.
Your horse?
My horse!
This is
It's
ridiculous.
better taste in art than you.
You know what? We'll just see how this ends up. I reserve the right to loot your corpse. I reserve the right to loot his corpse.
Ditto!
I don't have any quints of art.
I'm gonna walk over and hit Etienne in the head with my scepter.
Bonk.
Oh! What was that for?
I see this and I say, can we stop this pissing contest?
Oh, we're just having fun.
We have a bigger
Sounds
task
like
at
a lot
hand.
of fun.
If you're in
A lot
such a
of fun
rush,
that
then
could
let's
get us
just
killed.
move on.
Let's go. Let's press onward.
You guys are approaching the mouthway of this Colosseum. Will you enter?
A roll perception on the doorway.
You can roll Arcana.
Ooh. Sounds like...
Barrett, are you
wolf.
trained in Arcana?
22.
You don't notice anything unusual. Nothing appears to be suspicious.
It's a
anywhere.
door.
27.
Okay. A magical writing seems to show itself to you above the entrance of the doorway here. And do you speak Elven as well?
I do.
Yeah, actually.
I
You
do.
gave it to him last time when we were entering the cave.
No, I spoke Elven before that. Common, Draconic, Dwarven, Elven, and Deep Speech. And
mind.
Spider.
Well, okay.
You're speaking to a very learned man.
These magical symbols illuminate and then kind of float above the wall in a way that only you are able to see. And it says, in Pandora's Gauntlet, only those of worthy shall be allowed to pass.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Do you tell us? Jesus.
I do tell you.
Do you think we are worthy?
I feel I am.
I don't know about the raccoon, but I'm a challenge. I'm a warrior, a mighty warrior.
If
I
Moneth is
feel I'm
worthy,
worthy.
if Moneth is worthy, so am I.
The only way to find out is to try. And not die.
I'll step through first, if I have
Okay.
to.
As soon as you step in,
Yeah.
and you guys all see this happen,
I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm gonna die.
oh, sure you're
Character
not
death
dead.
music.
As soon as you step in, you guys all see and hear this happen. He steps through the opening, and immediately the Colosseum shifts, and the doorway has moved slightly over to another side. You no longer see Moneth, but it has just clicked, click, and Moneth is gone on the other side of a wall.
What do I see?
I will not tell you yet.
Okay. Great. Awesome.
He's been sucked into a door.
Well, he stepped into it, and in the Colosseum itself, the doorway that you're looking at didn't move, but the inner part has clicked and shifted.
Perhaps the rest of us should go together.
Absolutely. All of us link arms together.
In a lattice formation.
Yeah. Should have thought of that.
So you guys are trying to, like, wiggle through in a group?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who's like the first one? Is somebody stepping through first?
I'll go through first.
Okay. And you guys are
I'll be
actually
second.
interlocking arms
Or holding hands.
closely? Okay, so
It's like
Regdar,
a square dance.
Peleus,
Peleus and Regdar probably danced through. Like a skip.
Regdar, as soon as you step in, it starts to click and shift very quickly. You're fine. Peleus, you were the next in line. You can make an acrobatics check.
Oh shit.
Yes!
28.
You managed to slip through before it clicks. Who is next?
There's Raja, Barrett, Etienne.
And Beliana.
And Beliana.
Barrett, you're next. Acrobatics. Keep in mind this is all as the doorway is closing, so it's getting exponentially more difficult.
25.
Okay. You managed to slide on through. Raja, this is going to be an acrobatics check to see if you get pinched in the doorway and killed. Looking for a 26.
29.
Ooh.
Okay. You slip on through. Next up will be ETN
This is gonna be bad.
for a 28.
ETN gets fucked up.
As you guys are pulling, all four of you manage to quickly jump in. ETN, next up, gets pinched, and only his arm makes it through. And you are holding on to this dwarven arm. And it like twitches a bit.
Oh.
Poor Etienne.
And you hear the next glitch, so you don't know that they're there, but you've heard that second glitch, and you guys don't hear another glitch immediately after. So what's left out there, as Veliana and Etienne.
And 3/4 of Etienne.
Mostly.
Munith, where you are standing actually appears to be a fairly wide area, about 100 feet wide, from this wall that you're next to this next wall on the other side.
Okay.
The doorway, you can still see the cutout from where the door was, and it looks like there was another shell. That's what actually turned. You can actually see a little bit of the mechanism through like a little gap that actually you see like a gear that's the entire width of this whole floor, as if this whole thing is a moving contraption. The room itself, actually, you know what, you can roll perception for what I want to tell you. And you guys can also roll perception, the four of you whom are together.
21.
20.
30.
23.
27.
Okay. Very nice. Alright, all of you are going to notice what I'm about to tell you. The floor itself, on this very wide section, you guys are looking at the same thing except the other direction. It is 50 feet wide, about 300 feet in... No, I guess that's not true. Yeah, 300 feet in like a circular arc that this seems to follow. So you can guess that you're in the outer circle of this Colosseum. Your perception check allows you to notice that the floor itself does look as if it is some kind of moving mechanism. And you can see that there are vertical tracks that this thing goes up and down on the floor. The floor itself does look to be covered in some kind of residue that if you are trained in nature, I could possibly tell you what it is.
No.
I know you're not.
Is anyone trained in nature?
Nope.
I don't know. Does
Ah.
that count if there's a check?
Yeah, that means you're trained.
Woo.
You
One
can
of us.
roll for nature. She's not with you.
Not anymore, no.
No.
Okay. 28.
Raja, you can recognize that this residue that's on here, since you're experienced with all sorts of natural chemicals and stuff, it appears to be actually residue of magma. It's a very light dusting. So you're able to gather that possibly this plate from the vertical mechanism might sink down, and there might be magma below this plate.
Tell us.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try them. This is magma dusting.
So
We
you
might
mean that the plate sinks down and there's magma beneath
yeah,
us?
we might sink and die.
Or it rains down magma on top of us.
Damn.
You
We're in a tight
We're in a tight
spot.
spot.
You can't really see the complete end of this whole 200-foot curvature, but you could gather maybe that's the direction you're supposed to go. There's nothing on this side. Periodically you see rocks jutting out about 3 feet from the side at different heights, 20 feet, 10 feet, intermittently throughout the way. But you could gather for this part that it is something, well, as she had mentioned, you guys could all gather that it's a mechanism that will lower the floor, and she's able to determine that there's probably lava below.
I'm a little confused. Because I understand, I thought we were going down the stairs into a big coliseum, and then I stepped into the coliseum, and what happened exactly? Because I can't see them, we're in totally different compartments right now.
You're in different compartments of that same inner circle. So you stepped through, and it clicked to the next room.
Did the whole coliseum?
Just the inner part, where actually you were standing. So you felt the
the
shift.
inner part.
The outside wall is totally stationary, where you guys saw coming in.
Okay.
The inner part is like another wall, with a separate floor. It's a structure in a structure.
Okay.
I say we make our way across this coliseum.
And on that note, You can all roll perception one more time. It's really important for mine.
27.
Okay.
I botched it.
Very nice. You made up for it.
And a 27.
Peleus, you are able to notice that the floor is actually slowly dropping, but it seems to be offset in a manner that the wall is also slowly dropping with it. There's no frame of reference. You're not able to really pinpoint it without actually checking. But you actually are able to hear the faint click of the mechanism slowly lowering the floor.
So, can I see that it's sort of like a circle divided by spokes, much like a pie, and then each pie section is dropping intermittently?
Well, you can only base it on your section of the pie, but you know that your section is dropping down.
It's a very complicated pie.
Alright, I yell to everyone to get off of this section, run to the right as fast as they can.
Okay. You guys could roll for athletics.
Ugh.
Moneth, you are... What?
This woman from Queens likes to suck on soaked pee diapers. And she's like sniffing it, and then she like cracked it open, started sucking it.
I believe it.
Ugh.
Thanks for that.
29.
This is for athletics? Okay. It does not take much. This thing has dropped down maybe about 2 feet that you were able to recognize. Because again, the wall is going with it. You have nothing to compare it to. And already, from the edges of the floor by where you could see the mechanism, there is magma coming up the sides of this plate. Moneth, you are identifying the room, you're looking around, kind of getting the gist of it. You actually don't notice the floor moving at all until you see magma coming up the sides. You're not even convinced it's like the floor sinking. It could just be magma.
It might just be filling the room.
Yeah. But it's the same thing on your side as well. On the walls, intermittently, there are very narrow, thin bits of stone and rock. So even if this area completely flooded, you feel like you guys could climb up, but then you would be jumping from pillar to narrow, frail pillar to pillar to make your way across.
Skill challenge, I like it.
Very skill challenge.
Well, I know that this is a Coliseum in Pandora's Gauntlet, so it's probably just testing my might. So I'm going to go for what I think the room is telling me to do, which is run and climb and jump.
Okay. Then you can roll for athletics.
Okay.
Are you running to like stay with the magma until the last second, or you're climbing right
I'm
on?
still a little confused at the layout of the room, to be honest.
Okay. 50 feet wide, straight shot, 200 feet long.
Where is it going? The center of the Coliseum?
You can't even see it. No, it's running along the outside, so it's on a curve.
Okay.
Is there a ceiling?
I think I
There is no
understand
ceiling.
now.
So we have to go like this down the hall.
No. It's not weaving in and out of anything.
No, that's not what I mean. It's a straight shot, but curved because it's on the outside of something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going around.
Yes.
I think it's like...
Okay. No, I think I
somewhere you can
understand.
draw. So it's like, here's the hallway that we were coming from, and then here's the Coliseum, and then it's like... And then these are hallways, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So essentially, this is the door where Moneth came in. This is the door where you guys came in. You're each actually running in opposite directions
Okay.
with the same symmetry going on. You guys I didn't draw anything over here because you guys can't see what's on the opposite side yet.
Show me.
I have been
It's
shown.
a very primitive drawing. You're essentially just both running in opposite directions of that line.
But the
That face is
center
funny.
of it is actually whole. It's not like a pit.
So why
Well, you
could-
can't see it. There's a wall. That's another wall.
How were we able to see into the
Okay,
whole
so there are
Coliseum?
5 sections around this perimeter that we have to escape. Okay.
Should stay away from my eyes.
How were we able to see into the whole Coliseum when we were at the bottom of the stairway? If
You
it,
couldn't see into the whole Colosseum.
what was up with the moss then?
The moss was on the ceiling of this big dome. The dome is over the Colosseum. That's what's actually lighting up this whole
Okay,
thing.
so the room we're in right now doesn't have a ceiling.
There is no ceiling.
Okay, it's just like a little room inside. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just... No, what was the question? Am I doing what or what?
Are you running until you have to jump onto the rocks, or are you jumping onto the rocks immediately? I'll come back to you while you think about it.
Wait, no, that's weird.
You already rolled for athletics, Barrett?
No.
And same question. Are you running to get as much distance?
15 and 17?
Or are you climbing immediately onto the rocks?
32.
I'm gonna run until the I see the magma more at my heels, and then I'm gonna jump up and go. I'm gonna like acrobatics from side to side.
Okay. Peleus, what did you have?
Man. Sorry, I was eating. I had a 26.
And what are you doing? Same question.
Well, I had warned them to all run to the right and then, you know, escape the magma. So I'm running to the right of where I entered. And then if I see magma, I'm jumping to reach the ledge.
Alright, what's your athletics?
Sounds like the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
37.
Very nice. What are you doing?
Holy shit.
What?
Running as far as you can, then jumping up?
Yes.
Raja?
24.
Okay.
Hands down running.
Manith, back to you.
No, the question is, I don't understand where the rocks are. Like, I have the option to jump to a rock or run and jump to a rock.
The rocks are on the side, embedded into the walls. They're not in the magma, they're not like ground level with it, so you do actually have to climb to get up.
Okay.
The question is, lava is coming up from both sides of this floor plate, and you guys are in the middle. Are you running as far as you can before the lava is in immediate danger? Or are you climbing up and then proceeding on the rocks?
I'll climb.
Okay.
Well, is climbing gonna take me left?
Left or right, either side you want.
No, I mean, if I get up... Because I have to go down the hallway, which is to the left.
It only goes in one direction, because there's a wall behind you.
Okay, but then when he said he was going to the right, he didn't...
He was confused.
Okay. I'm confused.
So, if this is what we're looking at, yeah, right? This is them, so it don't matter.
Okay.
You came in here.
Okay.
There's a wall behind you.
Okay.
You can't really go anywhere that way, so you know you have to go in this direction.
Okay.
There's little bits of rock sticking out, protruding from the walls, and the lava is coming up from both sides of the floor. So you are here. Are you going to run as far as you can and then climb up when the lava is like low? Or are you going to climb up right away? And then navigate along the rocks, jumping on the top?
I'll climb up right away. Okay. And then navigate the rocks.
So, what was your athletics check?
The first roll I did there was a 10, but I can roll twice for athletics and use either, and I just crit.
That's very nice. I'm just going to write crit right on.
Damn.
Yes.
You climb
Well
right up
done,
like it's
sir.
nobody's business onto the first rock, and then you're quickly able to jump over to the next one. You actually get some good distance going.
Okay.
One thing that you notice, though, and this is something that you guys obviously haven't learned of yet, every time you're stepping on it, it seems to be kind of breaking away.
Now I'm confused again. Am I stepping on the rocks or am I holding them? I'm stepping
You're
on
able
them?
to step on them. You climbed up on the first one, so now you're able to run along them, jumping between.
So every time I step on one, it crumbles a bit?
Yeah,
Well, it's a good thing I'm the only person in my room then.
essentially. Yeah. Next, we're back to you guys. Same thing. Lava is now pouring in. The entirety of the surface of the floor has become covered in at least a thin layer of lava, from what you can tell. So you guys have already jumped up. I would like for you to make an athletics check just to jump up.
Question.
Yes. Or acrobatics.
I have my greaves,
35.
which gives me an immunity to fire. Would that include lava?
You could try it. You don't know.
Good luck, bro.
Is it lava or is it magma?
Magma.
Do they feel?
Sure.
What's the difference?
One is when it's underground, one is after it's above ground. But I'm not gonna tell you which is which.
Then it's magma.
Liquid hot
Either way, I'm right.
magma.
You guys are located underground. Did you roll?
Athletics, right?
Or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Do I feel any extra heat
Oh,
on
I
my
prefer
feet?
athletics.
It feels very hot, yes.
Do I feel painful at all?
I got a
No, are you
30.
putting your feet in it?
Oh, I'm running. I feel the
30?
heat.
Yes.
You don't feel any pain yet, no. No, I don't want to do that yet.
Hey Josh, what you doing?
Raja!
29.
Very nice.
Oh,
Regdar,
he's eating
wait on
chips.
Wait on you, Brad.
26.
Okay. Now, there were two sides of this area, of this wall, if you will. There was the right side and the left side.
Now we
I know
can
he
tell
said-
it's kind of curvish.
Yes.
I will run to the inside part.
We're going to say for you, that's the left side.
Makes sense. According to your drawing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Barrett, are you going to the right side with Peleus, or the
Yes.
left side with
No.
Wouldn't you trust me,
Raja? Are
Barry?
you going to the right
I'll
side?
go the left.
Excellent. Okay. You guys are nimbly jumping between rock to rock. There are two of you on each side, and you do actually have to continue to use these rocks. So if the first person goes, normally you'll have to end up jumping onto the same rock to continue on that path on the same side. On the right side, which is where we'll start, leading the way is actually Barrett. Barrett, you are setting the pace. Peleus is behind you. I need you to roll for athletics or acrobatics. Very nice. Alright. Barrett goes to make this mighty leap, slips his footing, actually grabs the rock, breaking it on the way down, and falls into the magma, which is actually still fairly shallow. But he appears to be pinned down under this rock that was used for a step. Barrett, you're on your back. The magma is maybe about an inch high, but you feel your whole back being scalded and burned. You feel your clothing being burned away, bits of your armor really taking a beating. I need a dice here. You are first going to take 22 damage. Peleus, in front of you, you have seen Barrett nimbly trip, breaking off the rock that he was securing for a footing, and falling down into the magma, becoming pinned by this rock. And you
Pinned by a rock.
I'm
he's
bloody.
pinned by the rock.
What?
You would have taken a short rest.
I didn't use the healing surges or anything
You
though.
can spend them. You would have taken a short rest. Come on.
Oh, Barrett.
But he is pinned under that rock. The one that you guys are jumping from rock to rock on, it fell on top.
Is he screaming about corn pickers?
Jesus.
Barrett, are you screaming about anything?
No.
Quietly take it.
I'm gonna roll perception.
You may also roll. Oh, not you. You can also roll perception.
I can roll perception anyway if you want.
That's okay.
22.
I'll probably waste my botch on
Let me
them.
actually
19.
see.
19.
19.
Yeah.
You do not notice it. You actually do. She was further back.
Oh, okay.
You were actually ahead of them. You have seen Barrett fall. And you hear the little splash. You see a little bit of magma drip onto his face a bit from the splash.
You sure you didn't yell something, Barrett? Maybe to alert someone who rolled a 23?
Should
Okay.
No?
If
Alright.
I go down, is that fine? I can die?
It's gonna hurt a lot. First, it's Peleus' turn. He actually goes next
It might
here.
burn your fur off too. I don't know if you're vain like that.
Peleus, are you doing anything?
Maybe Peleus will
Burn
scream.
Peleus' fur too.
Such a tough decision.
Maybe Peleus will scream to alert everyone what had happened.
How fast are these? Like, is it just every single one of them are falling in turn, or
No.
is it just that one?
That was the only one that broke.
But there's a rock on top of. How big is the rock on top of Barrett?
3 feet by 1 foot. Looks pretty heavy. Couple of 100 pounds.
Couple of 100 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a dense ass fucking rock.
Yeah, it's between like 150 to 250.
If
I mean,
you
you're
wait
ga-
long enough,
you're
maybe
gauging
the
it from
magma
20
will
feet
melt
up.
the rock.
behind me?
No one.
It's just me?
Yeah.
Yup.
You guys all should have traveled on the same side. I mean, yeah, people would have fell in because I helped. No, you did the smart thing.
Some of us still might be able to help.
No one has yelled anything.
I didn't have a turn yet.
No, well, we gotta wait for Peleus to...
I know.
He was right behind Barrett, so he would get the first opportunity.
It's my chance to earn Barrett's trust.
Aww.
I want to take a picture of your face like that.
Sinking! He's slowly sinking!
The lava is slowly rising up to Barrett's ears. I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage for Barrett. Barrett, you can take another 12.
Quickly.
How's it fair?
No, I cry, I pull out the blue Taia.
He stopped.
Oh no, you're dying! Let
And
me pray.
I pray
He's
to
not even a
both
religious
Taia and Doom at the same time. It's like, dear gods, help my friend.
You actually see it slightly flicker as if staticky. And your eyes are drawn upwards, and standing atop the Colosseum, you actually see Doom looking down,
Fuck that guy.
just watching.
What does Taia do?
You don't seem to get anything from
I
Taia.
mean, the Space
Fucking
Marine
Doom
from
intercepted her. I fucking hate him.
And instead, coming from the plume, you just hear Doom's voice. You can handle
I didn't
this.
grab the plume with the hand already, you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, and you're acting like it makes a difference. When you grabbed
It
on...
does make a difference, damn you.
I don't know, man. I'm just the DM here. I don't know.
Well, why don't you roll to see if it makes a difference?
Alright. Oh, yeah, no, doesn't make a difference.
Fuck you.
And Doom's shadow is just standing up top looking down.
No, I was trying to figure out what she was doing.
Fuck you guys.
Is Barrett already, like, encased in magma? Like,
No.
this
I just wanted to
It's
fist
about
bump,
an inch
feeling like
deep,
partying.
just on his back.
Jersey
It's
Shore.
it's magma.
Yeah, it's
Have you
magma.
seen Terminator 2?
Close
Ah.
the doors, please.
Mind the gap.
Peleus is
That's
admiring.
There's
what I'm
lava
basing
underneath.
this off of right now.
Alright, well, it's not that deep and it hasn't done necessarily killing damage yet.
Alright,
Your
I
action is critical.
I tossed down a rope and urged Barrett to grab the rope, and I'll try and pull Barrett up, even with the 200-pound rock on his
There's plenty of
chest.
available seats.
Okay. Peleus has dropped down a rope to you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Clasp it with your hands, and I will pull with all of my wolfy might.
He's pinned under a rock.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Alright, you can roll for athletics.
Tear his other arm off.
His rock is gonna break and he's gonna fall into it.
Hey!
18, 19,
37.
Very nice. Like a fiend, you are pulling this rope, which seems to be singeing a bit down at the bottom where Barrett is holding it. The whole time, exerting all this force lifting him, you're actually pulling Barrett out from under the rock. You're not taking the rock with him. He's actually sliding out. And you feel your rock that you're standing on start to crack. And it dips slightly, you're still pulling, dips slightly, cracks and breaks away. You are falling as well. And you could roll for acrobatics, please.
29.
Okay. You fall and you actually stay on top of your rock. So you are standing on your rock, which is now floating slightly in the magma, and you are pulling Barrett's burning self towards
Well, I've
you.
been pulling so quickly that there's no slack in the rope.
Yeah, you kept a nice good grip on him, and you actually are able to pull him onto your rock, where the magma that's on him will deal... Oh, I'm rolling really good. Will deal another 15 damage to Barrett.
We gotta jump off this rock onto the next one. I tell Barrett.
The rocks are now above you, so you'll also have to climb when we come back to you guys. We are up to Regdar. You are leading the way. your ways of you're
And
on
I
the
see
left side.
so I see nothing of this happening.
I'm in
No.
the other room. This is not my problem.
Wait, can he roll perception again for his rock breaking or no?
It's nasty.
I'm just saying.
31. Just keeping
All of
going.
it really happens at the same time, so I would use the same roll. What did you have? 31.
31.
So you're continuing on just with the flow. You're nimbly jumping rock to rock, and you feel some of them start to crack and creak as you're going. For the most part, you're making great time. You're not slipping up. You feel very confident. You have great balance on these little rocks. You're actually going so well that you're barely even cracking them as you go.
If you held on to your familiar, maybe you could take a little weight off of yourself.
I'm just running, baby. Just running.
It's a good thing
Raja,
I'm wearing these 100-pound
You are
boots,
behind
too, huh?
Regdar, who is making some great leaps and bounds. But I believe you did also see them fall, right?
Yeah. How far away is he?
He kept going, so he's like another 30 feet ahead of you
So
now.
I can't like yell at him like.
You could, of course, yell.
There's people in the magma. And yell at them.
Lava elementals.
Pyro perception.
Yeah. You hear it.
I will, as I'm running, glance back to see what's going on.
Okay. We'll say that you could just barely see, because you're on the inside of this curve, you could just barely see Raja, and you don't really see what she's talking about. But you heard her say there's people back there.
Okay.
But they're even further back than she is, so since you're on the inside, you can't see them.
Okay.
What's up to you on your next turn if you want to turn to go back? Is that all you're doing? Just yelling for help?
No. I guess I'll go back.
Oh, seems like that's all Raja can do is yell for help.
Oh!
Burn!
He's by himself. He's probably gonna die. Leave him alone.
Okay.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Could be
Well,
fourth
I'm
character
gonna
of the
go-
series.
I don't know how far can I go back? Like, what's actually separating
I'll
us?
say that you can get back to them.
okay
It's
there,
just
Rich?
you're walking on those same stones
all
you
good.
were already on, and you had already felt
I've,
them
like-
cracking beneath you.
A bruise from something. I
Sure,
don't know.
you don't need my dingy cream, dude.
I'm good on the
You can
dingy
roll
cream. Thanks, though.
acrobatics this time.
I'm gonna roll my
You
other
have
dingy
enough to
cream.
spare?
What is your goal now?
I
What
can
are
always
you trying
make
to
more.
get to?
36.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Just get back so that you're level with them?
So I can help them.
I know it's weird when I make the sexual jokes. isn't
Okay.
it? Out of anyone else,
You-
it's
I
okay.
mean, I guess higher than them, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're
True,
able
that
to
is.
get back. You're pretty much even with them, but above them. And a couple of the ones that you stepped on along the way have actually broken off and fell down. So getting back
I'm the only one who
is
does
going
it.
to be even more difficult for you.
Oh,
And if they come up the same way, exponentially more difficult for them. Okay. But you're there. You're level with them. I don't know if you want to throw them a rope.
Do I have a rope?
You do.
everyone
Everybody
just have a
starts
rope?
off with a
Okay.
50-foot rope.
Alright, I'll throw them the rope.
Okay. You don't have to make a throw for it. Peleus and Barrett, Raja has thrown you a rope from her side. Are you tying it off or are you holding it?
Holding it. No, that sounds like a bad idea.
No, that's cool.
No,
That's what you would have done.
Bad
Well, do you remember what
idea. I'm
Peleus did?
100 pounds!
Do you remember what Peleus did?
Yeah, I'll tie it somewhere.
Okay. Let's say you could
What's
tie
there
it
to
off to
tie?
like the base of a rock or
Yeah, but I feel like that's just gonna fall in the gun.
it's up to you.
Alright, I'll do it anyway.
You could do whatever you want.
No, I'll tie it to a rock.
Okay.
Rubs the
You can
lotion
roll
on
for
the
dungeon.
skin.
I have a question.
Dungeoneering, you could roll for.
Which one of Etienne's hands did he lose?
His left hand.
He's like me!
Yeah, you guys are fallen sun.
If he's not
Paraplegics.
bleeding out.
Paraplegics? Wrong word.
No?
19.
19. You
Amputees.
tie that rope on,
Amputees.
you feel like it's great.
Erotic
I don't know if
asphyxius.
you're actually going to stand on this rock, but it's not too
Oh, my arm! It hurts so
Continue.
good!
It hurts so
I don't know if you're
Choke
going to
me.
stand
Choke
here
me.
and wait for them, but the rock that you're standing on is not looking well.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back.
Tie
So
the
you're
belt
going to
around my
continue
throat.
after Regdar?
Yeah.
What was
Okay.
David
You
Carradine,
can do another
right?
acrobatics check.
He's the one who died?
Yeah,
David
sounds
Carradine was, I don't remember what else he did, but he was
same.
the, like,
Okay.
the mentor.
A couple of more
Not
of
the
these rocks actually
karate
break
mentor,
away,
but the,
and
from
there are
Kill
now
Bill, he was the old man.
gaps between
Oh, yeah.
rocks.
I
That-
need
And he
32.
died, because he was like,
Not 19. I'm just
he
making
had-
sure
he,
you know.
like-
No, that's fine.
they found him naked
You still break the
on a
rocks,
noose
just you don't fall.
in a closet or something, and he was trying to get off. And he died during autoerotic asphyxiation.
Huh.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You know,
David
I don't
Carradine.
know.
He you seen Kill Bill? Okay.
Yeah, Keith Carradine. That's how he died.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's canon with the movies too.
Moneth, you were able to climb up. You are now nimbly jumping rock to rock.
Crit.
Your crit help you get various distance.
Awesome.
And I think you still have your 100-pound boots on. Right?
I do.
Okay. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. You keep jumping through. You can go ahead and roll for athletics.
Okay.
Continue.
Is this for
At
more
this
jumping?
point- more jumping. At this point, you've seen enough lava come up that the floor is totally covered.
Okay.
And you see it actually ascending on the walls a bit.
I can roll twice. I'll use the 17 for athletics. 33.
33. That is actually a very good roll.
I am a powerful athlete.
You're still going like a champ. Really leaps and bounds.
Can I roll perception to see if the room is changing at all as I continue?
Yes, you can.
Not that great. 16.
You don't see anything yet.
Has the door behind me, have I gone far enough that I can't see the door anymore?
No, you can still see the door. Okay. I'd say you could see that it's about... judging it from the height of the door when you came in, it's probably about a foot or two deep.
What? Oh, I didn't mean did the magma cover the door. I meant am I far enough away that the curvature of the room prevents me from seeing the door?
Not yet.
Rezi would be smart enough to calculate the circumference of the room and probably determine where the exit is, too.
I'm sure he would exhaust me with different amounts of math, yes.
No.
Barrett, we are back to you.
Super.
So you had last fallen into the magma from being pinned by your rock. Peleus was kind enough to lower a rope, and he himself got pulled in, but pulled you out. Your back is singed. You have bits of dried rock on your back now.
Super.
And the last thing that happened was Raja threw you down a rope to continue behind their side. But a lot of those stones look as if they're broken. You are standing on Peleus' rock in the lava, and a rope has been dropped to you to continue on the more frequently traveled and damaged left side.
Are there a lot of rocks, like, coming down as well?
There's a lot of loose ones, yeah.
No, like on the floor with us, in the magma river.
Quite a few, not enough to have like a clear path to stay down here.
But enough to jump on and make it to the right side?
Yes, you would be able to.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, that's going to be an acrobatics check.
Alright, I will
I will
watch.
follow suit directly after her.
Okay.
33. I'm usually okay if I don't botch.
Oh, you guys are gonna take forever in that room. Go to the bathroom.
You guys, you are able to jump, navigate through these strewn about rocks that, as you're stepping on them, are actually tilting. So you can already guess that it has elevated that much. These rocks are floating. And when you step on them, they slightly kind of dip into it. It is no longer an inch deep as it was when you fell into it.
What?
What are you asking?
Is the things that we're running on making it deeper?
No.
But it's just loosening up the rock? I don't understand why it's going up and tilting to the side.
The
What are you
lava's
talking-
rising. So your rocks are now, like, on the lava.
Whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand.
That's it. The rocks that were mounted on the sides of the walls that had broken off fell into the lava. Right? And now that you got out of the lava and you're jumping on these rocks, you can see they're actually dipping down like as if they are floating on the magma. So when you fell into it, it was an inch deep. You are now able to guess that the magma is now maybe a foot or so deep.
Okay. Am I on the wall?
You're on the wall. Okay. And then you could roll athletics to continue your jump.
Rich, can I have my cup?
Peleus, did you already roll for acrobatics?
33. Mike,
No, not yet.
careful.
Thank you. And would anyone
It's
like
tilted.
anything while I'm up?
Michael,
I'll take a vanilla coke.
Okay.
Thank you.
you almost creamed my TV.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It didn't happen. I will be careful in the future.
Thank you.
I understand how you feel. Believe me, others felt the same way.
Shut the fuck up. Don't give me that feel felt found bullshit.
Yeah, don't give me that feel felt bound bullshit.
Bound.
Found.
Woo,
Peleus,
motherfucker!
Did you already roll acrobatics?
I haven't.
I May you please?
Acrobatics.
I think you already rolled.
Acrobatics or
I heard the
athletics?
damn before.
What?
Yeah. So
Botch?
what did you roll before when you rolled for acrobatics? You sneaky devil.
Last time?
No, go ahead. You could roll.
This is for acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Ah, damn.
Hey, that's what the damn was.
32.
Awesome. Okay. You're able to jump along these floating rocks, and you again see them dip. You feel them dip and slide a bit. Magma kicks up on them. And now you can go ahead. You're on the wall. You're back behind Barrett, and you can roll acrobatics.
Acrobatics, awesome.
I'm sorry, athletics.
17. What's 17 and 18?
Perfect, that's what it is.
35.
All right. You're on Barrett's heels. You guys are nimbly jumping from rock to rock like superheroes. Next up, we are back to Regdar.
Are we not jumping on rocks that are currently falling and trying to get up onto the ledge?
No.
Why not?
You didn't say that before you jumped.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
That was my intentional plan the whole time.
You gotta
As the
narrate
rocks are
that.
falling, I'm using them as leverage to jump up to the ledge.
Mike, he did say he was following me in suit. Meaning following me completely.
Okay. So what?
So you was
I'm
doing
avoiding rocks. I'm using them as leverage to push off and try and jump back up onto the ledge of the currently probably
Someone's
falling
afraid of death.
section of
Please,
the
I've
pie.
died like 4 times already.
Then you're able to jump from falling rock to falling rock. You're doing great. As Barrett is stepping on them, they're starting to break, and you being right behind him are still able to jump off of them. Regdar, we are back up to you. You are the furthest ahead, and you can first make a perception check.
30.
Very nice. In the distance, continuing about
sorry.
this,
28.
you can see that this roundabout does come to an end, and as the lava is rising, you do see that the wall, the far end of the wall that you're running towards at the end of this curvature, is actually lowering. And you can see that there is actually a tunnel that it goes into. So it actually goes into the next wall.
Okay.
And this stone wall that appeared to have been covering this hallway, this entry, is actually descending as the lava is rising. But it's already big enough that you can actually get into it.
Okay. I will continue to run, I guess. I didn't see anything of the contrary and haven't heard anything since.
No, you're right. You're
So,
cool.
I don't want to metagame.
That's fine. Athletics it out.
34.
Okay.
Nice.
We're going to say that that's actually good enough that you're able to get there. And the gap looks like it's just about completely open, because as soon as you... Are you going into it?
How sturdy is the last rock that I'm standing on? Or is there like a ledge before that doorway?
We'll say there's a ledge.
I'll stop on the ledge.
Okay. You stop on the ledge just as the wall completely goes down, so you could see like the little brickwork of the wall where it sunk into the foundation here. And you could look through. You do see a faint light source coming around. It does appear to still curve, so you can't see where it's coming from. But you do see that there is some kind of light source inside this tunnel.
Okay.
You do also see that there is a switch both on the left side and on the right side of this hallway. They're not marked in any way, but you do see 2 different switches.
One to save everyone and one to kill everyone. Is my turn ended there?
You could press the switch if you wanted to.
I will roll Dungeoneering
Okay.
on the left switch.
You can use the same one for both.
25. Oh, wait!
Ah!
26.
Okay.
Get my bonus one.
You look at both of these switches quick, and you can see that each one of them seems to rig up to a gear contraption similar to the lift on the floor. You could gather that one of them will lower the level of lava, and the other one will raise the level of lava. What was it, 25?
6.
26. We're gonna say that your roll was just high enough that you could say by pressing the left one will lower the lava level in here.
I will press that left one.
Okay? You press it, it sinks in, a little plate goes over it, sealing the switch behind it, a little plate goes over the other one, sealing it behind it. And you actually are able to visibly see the lava level decreasing. I won't say you just noticed that. They're still jumping along, so they're doing that.
And I will yell,
Run quickly!
Munith.
Yeah.
you're dead.
You are jumping from rock to rock, and you're noticing the lava level slowly rising. In a sudden burst, the lava on your side has erupted and is quickly rising, as if it's pouring in from somewhere else.
Okay.
You are still jumping from rock to rock. Some of them are looking a little flimsy as you're getting up, and the doorway that you're just able to see a little bit in the distance is completely covered. We're talking like this magma right now is maybe 15 feet deep.
Alright.
It is about 5 feet below the rocks you're on.
Okay. I got a question.
Yes.
How many skill checks did this crew have to make before they reached the end of the room?
He had to pass 4.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and roll for first athletics and then acrobatics.
This is athletics to jump to the next rock.
Athletics to jump.
Okay.
How'd you do?
30.
Very nice.
Yes.
And then you can just roll an acrobatics to balance.
I've never had to do that before.
You haven't had to no.
Okay.
Well, at least for this. I'm sure you've
This is
rolled
acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
22.
Very nice. You were maneuvering from rock to rock, leaps and bounds across the way. Some of them are actually falling right after you step on them. Like if you had waited another second, if you weren't as quick as you were, if you had stepped on it at a different angle, you might be plummeting into this lava.
Alright.
But you had done just well enough to really make it over these bounds. You could see the same thing I had described to Regdar in the distance. You see that opening coming down. And you could see the ledge where you could enter into it. And it's even within your grasp of what you could do right now, possibly.
I'm, again, a little confused. What's coming down from where?
It was the same thing I had described to him.
So
Essentially,
we're
at the end of
the
this
hallway.
circular curvature,
Okay.
there is just flat wall. Same thing that was behind you when you first came in.
Okay.
This is the change in the room that you couldn't notice before. Was that as the lava level is rising, this little doorway is opening up top by where you're jumping on the rocks. So it appears to be fully open.
So this is like a second floor door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're already a couple of floors out.
So when you said, okay, I was a little worried because when you said the doorway, I couldn't even see it anymore. You meant the first doorway.
Yeah, the entry doorway.
Okay, that's better than the exit being entirely occluded by lava.
Yeah.
That would have been.
No, it's not that. Not that.
So, how far away is it from where I am right now?
You'll need to pass another athletics and acrobatics.
Okay.
It's athletics to jump, and then you get to roll twice.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'll do that. I'm just gonna use the first roll, which is an 18 plus whatever. Athletics, 34.
Very nice. Leaps and bounds. I just need to make one quick roll here. Alright, go ahead.
This is
Doing
for what?
Acrobatics to balance.
28.
Very nice.
Very nice.
You
I like this die.
I hate that die. You nimbly jump rock to rock, and you actually also end up at this black little tunnel going into this floor that actually has a switch on each side. On the left side and the right side.
Okay. Are they marked at all?
They are not marked at all.
Alright. What's further down the hallway?
It looks like there's some source of light, but it does go around a curve, so you can't see where it's coming from.
Would anyone like anything while I'm up?
No, thank you.
I'll roll dungeoneering on
Vanilla Coke, please?
which button would be on the inside of the curve. Or is it dungeoneering
The
for
right
both?
side.
Then on the right side, this is dungeoneering.
You can use the same check for both.
Okay. It's bad. It's 15. I guess that's not bad. It's just... Yeah.
It's not good enough.
You can't tell what they do.
I'm gonna ignore him and run forward.
Okay. You continue running forward.
It's wrong.
We're gonna say by this point, the lava has completely drained from your side. So there is no longer any immediate danger for you.
On my side or his side?
Your side.
Okay.
His side is overflowing.
That sucks for you.
He made
Let's
it.
hope he doesn't run down that hole.
Shh.
Title.
Shh.
Roll for gravity.
Crit every time.
9.78 meters per second.
Yeah, good work.
It's 9.81.
Oh, my mistake.
That's a wizard's thing.
It can make a big
When
difference
I went to
for
school, it was
NASA.
9.87. Gravity's gotten suckier since
I want to make sure, because I need to know this now.
I thought it was
Alright.
9.87 meters per second.
You guys
squared.
eventually climb up to the opening. Barrett, your back is still a bit singed.
What?
What kind of armor do you wear, Barrett?
Cloth. Or maybe
I thought it
light
was
leather.
magma proof.
Light leather?
Yeah.
Magma proof flower.
It really doesn't add any bonus to armor class. We're gonna say that your back part of your robes has actually burned off completely. Your skin is singed. Essentially, you are now going shirtless. What does your torso look
I'm ripped because I'm a farmhand.
like? There you go.
Do you have some like gray chest hair because you're an older man?
No, I got none.
None.
No.
Waxed or shaved?
Boxers or briefs?
Neither. I got singed in some other fire I was involved in.
Oh.
Barrett's an adventurer.
She got so angry at the corn picker that she set it on fire and it exploded.
Something like that.
And he stood there and took it.
Actually, it was a welding accident.
It burns so good.
You guys, of Regdar and Moneth, as you guys start to enter into this this tunnel, if you will, and you guys are immediately behind them, but I'm assuming Regdar is leading the way.
But I
still,
won't hold
since
it
he was
against
there
you.
first.
That's what the gravity's for.
The tunnels actually connect, and Regdar, you see Moneth on the other side.
Regdar,
Moneth!
how is everyone else?
They're coming.
No, they're right behind you. So.
They're right behind me.
That lava was a piece of cake, wasn't it?
I did not have a problem with it.
And then you see
I'd be careful who you say that to, though.
Oh, are
Barrett
they all
is-
right behind you? I thought they were still running through.
They're a little around the curve, so maybe you didn't see them, but they were within earshot of the echoes of this tunnel.
Okay.
So you hear them say, you hear Moneth say that the lava was nothing, and then you see Barrett walk around with his shirt burned off and singed marks on his back,
Are they the only ones that come?
and then Raja and Peleus.
And they're the only ones that come?
So far, yeah.
I don't understand. Where's Etienne? What happened to Viliana?
Do you still have his hand?
Yeah. Just holding it. I put it in my backpack thing.
You gonna
It's just hanging out.
Of
Like
your
you see a
backpack?
hand. Yeah.
Wait.
Does it wave?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
The wall clicked.
Has everything but him shrunk down? Everything but his arm? Maybe you just put him in your bag so he wouldn't have to make the trip, because I know dwarves can't run or jump. No, but
The
really,
hand
is he
stops
okay?
waving.
But really, is he okay?
When the door clicked
I
and
mean, he is
shifted,
missing an arm, but I made away with that okay.
his arm got pinched in the doorway and severed.
I see.
He is stuck on the other side of the wall with Veliana.
Well, I guess they're safe.
Very convenient for our NPCs to be stuck together.
Oh, yeah.
They went last.
Well, yeah. At least when we make it out of here, we'll have something to hold over him. His hand! Ah! Actually, give me that, and I'll go over and take the hand out and see if it fits my prosthetic.
It's gonna fit over the axe.
Yeah.
You're just gonna mangle his arm.
It's
Yeah.
It's a dwarf.
No, I'm just gonna hold it
hand.
next to it. Like, I'll hand it back to you. Hand it back
Are
to
you guys
you.
keeping the arm? Like, what's going on?
I'm keeping it.
You
You
might need a
just write
good.
it in your inventory.
You might need a good
Hey.
surgeon who could reattach it.
Raja's been trapped
You know
in
what?
here for weeks. If he gets trapped again, he's gonna want something to
they're
eat.
writing it.
And I'm sure dwarf meat tastes better than spider meat.
True. Well, it might be. I don't know.
I wouldn't want to find
I
out.
just fed him a ration. He should be plenty full.
Well, he's the one that chose to keep the arm. Okay?
True.
All right. So if you came from the other side and we came from this side and the tunnel's connected, where's the exit?
As you say that, both of the doors that you guys have come in from close.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that long.
And opening from the middle, where you guys are, is another door that opens up again with a natural light source, that seems to be a very narrow walkway that leads across.
Is it opening towards the inside of the Colosseum or outside?
Inside.
Okay.
And I rolled a 33 for Arcana to check this door.
To see if it was magical?
See if it was magical, if there's any magical writing, anything like that.
There was not any magical writing, but it was a magic door. It was designed, and your check is high enough to be able to detect that it was, to detect if all the occupants that were still alive had made it to here. Just going to draw this part out as well. So this was Moneth's path. This was y'all.
So Gauntlet.
This is the door.
Josh put on his invisibility cloak again.
Alright. This is where it's going to get a little complicated.
We need an overhead diagram. Or no, overhead projector. You can just write out the transparency.
This room that you guys met into, the door that is opened up, has a small little walkway. Seems to be levitating in midair. That goes out maybe 10 feet into this space, and then splits left and right, also going 10 feet. Down below, you just see a cloud of green gas. And that's maybe 20 feet down. No, you know what? I don't like that. It's like 5 feet down.
This is going into the room.
As if you're in another circle of Pandora's Gauntlet. A more inner circle.
Okay.
So there is a very thin path, slightly curved, about 5 feet wide.
So I think I understand. Like, you know those little toys that you get that are like the rolling ball puzzles, the plastic rolling ball puzzles?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like a circle one with just all the rooms going around like that. And
Kind of,
from
yeah.
anywhere in there, we can see the dome roof. Because none of these little rooms are closed off on top.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's 200 feet up.
The roof. Yeah.
Well, no, the roof's taller. The structure that doesn't touch the roof is 200 feet tall. The Colosseum.
You are underground.
What?
You're in an underground Colosseum.
That I understand.
Don't confuse the boy.
Sorry, I was just trying to make it clear.
Up roofs where there are none.
So in this inner circle, the walls again
We
are
call it
about
the
50
circle of
feet apart.
trust.
It's just a boy!
Actually, we'll say it's 50 feet wide. This pathway is 5 feet wide that goes directly down the center, slightly curved. Very smooth surface, maybe slippery. And 5 feet below this walkway that is levitating in the air, there is a green gas. You can't see how deep it goes, but it does appear continuous.
Can I sniff it out and see what it is?
Of course you can.
And we now have to carry.
Perception?
Yes.
29.
Okay. You get a nice potent whiff,
Pungent.
and you can roll endurance.
Damn. 12, 15, 27.
The rest of you only smell this faint odor in the air. It just smells like it's musky, dirty. Maybe smells like a plant that you might have seen outside an old lady's house. Peleus,
Can I use my nature?
for what?
I don't know, to determine what it is.
You'd have to tell me what you're doing. Peleus, when you take a sniff of this, and you get a nice little sniff, you are taken back, and it totally thrusts you back. You actually take a step away, and it smells like a very noxic poison.
Oh no, swamp gas. I heard of 8.
Take out my spider rope and cut a piece off to tie around my shoes. So what I want to do, I know I'm no resi, but I'm gonna take a length of rope and then tie it around like that. So wherever I put my foot, it's gonna stick to the floor.
You could roll for dungeoneering.
Sticks there.
The dungeoneering mans too.
Oh yeah, I've got like a 3.
Can I
Dungeoneering. And
move through this like I'm ice skating?
26. I did well.
What do you mean?
like it's slick. So can I like do an ice skating motion?
Rich does it all the time when he's mopping the floor.
It's
I
true.
do.
I've seen it.
I've seen it too.
He also does a
suppose you
slow
could.
turn.
It would be fairly difficult for you to even just, like, while you're doing the skate motion, it would be very easy for your greaves to actually continue sliding in one direction again. You could do it. At least help keep you forward momentum.
I rolled a 26 for engineering.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You're able to tie it on there, you feel good about
I'm
it.
gonna test it. I'm gonna put my foot down and see if it slides around.
It seems to be holding up.
Like regular footing.
Not regular footing, but definitely better than a dab.
Okay.
Can my spider carry me?
He's not that big. And you need a feat for it to ride your familiar.
What if I stood on him while my dragonling was flying?
Are you gonna try it?
I was asking if it's...
Yeah, it's possible. Of course it's possible.
You're gonna
When
kill
have
your
I
own
ever
familiar.
told you
You're gonna
anything that's
squish your
not
own
possible?
spider familiar.
It's Dungeons and Dragons, bro.
No, dude.
Anything
Okay.
can go.
How about
If I
this?
squish my spider...
Hold
I'm
the spider
spider
up above you and stand on the dragon leg.
He can crawl on the wall.
Whatever. Just tell me what you want to do.
Fuck it, I'm running.
You're just going all out run?
Not running, but like
Walking it.
Slowly crawling.
gingerly walking.
Okay, so you wrapped up your web with your shoes. I'm going to assume you're going to lead the way.
Yeah.
Are you going to the left or the right?
To the left, to the left.
To the left?
Yep.
Okay. You're beginning your walk. Moneth, you put the web on your shoes. You going left or right?
I'll go right.
Splitting up the party?
No,
Barrett?
it's the same room.
I know it's the same
I'm
room.
gonna run into this like this, and then kind of like surf. And
Okay.
then as I'm losing momentum, I'm gonna do that, like it's like a skate almost.
Well,
Pretty cool.
there are already people in front of you.
Right or left?
Straight.
Straight it ends.
What?
Into the wall.
That's stupid. Right.
Well, we'll say that you could have gotten in front of Moneth, because you were tying the webs on your shoes.
Okay, that's fair.
So you could be the first one on the right side.
Okay.
Peleus, to the right or the left?
I have wolf paws and claws. Like, I should have a little more purchase.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
So you're going right or left?
Right.
You know, if anyone had asked me, I would have given them spider rope. I'm
I
not
know,
gonna
right?
lie.
Yeah, but you don't know how well the spider rope is gonna work.
It's better than doing nothing.
Raja.
I have claws. I'm on my tippy toes.
So, Regdar has gone alone to the left. And to the right, Barrett, then Moneth, then Paley. Then
I was
Paley.
gonna switch it up by going to the right this time, but
Go for it. I'll stay left. I'll handle this.
If I could do it alone, so could you. I mean, different room, completely different skill challenge, but still.
You guys just love to split the party. Stare at me. Stare at me. Alright.
To kill the ones on the right.
You guys actually get... oh, actually, I'm sorry. You could roll for... All of you can roll for acrobatics, except Moneth. No, including Moneth. You can also roll for acrobatics.
25.
25.
25.
13.
25 is magic number right now.
Did you say
13.
13?
I did.
And you followed. Good thing you tied those spider webs to your foot.
So you're actually, you had an advantage. Your webs were actually holding on fairly well, but it appears one of the webs has actually ripped off.
Oh, no.
And now you have actually slipped, and you are falling. Your other foot holds on for a second, obviously not enough to hold up your full Goliath body. So you can make an athletics check just to try to, no, another acrobatics to try to catch yourself.
Sure you don't want me to do athletics?
I'm sure it's going to have to be acrobatics. I wanted to do athletics both times, but...
28.
Okay. You are actually, you fall off this little side rail, and your whole top half falls, and you are actually able to wrap your feet around this thing, holding on by your feet.
Great.
Upside down, and your
Okay.
head is actually lightly in this gas.
I'm gonna hold my breath.
Okay.
No. Pretend I didn't say that.
You can breathe. Are you breathing or holding your breath?
I'm gonna
Makes a
yell.
difference.
Someone help me get up! Then I'm gonna hold my breath.
Okay. We're gonna say yelling that might have taken off a couple of seconds, but that's fine. Behind... Let's see. Barrett, we're gonna say your passive perception is actually enough that you were able to hear Money yell, "Help, I've fallen." Alright, how did you say it?
Someone help me get up.
Can you say it in your Moneth voice?
Someone help me get up!
And when you turn to look, you just see two Goliath feet lightly wrapped around the walkway.
Want to go back?
You don't have to. Someone's coming up behind you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sorry, two people.
Do I know that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to continue forward then.
It's your people. Those two are behind you. Behind you.
What?
The two people
They're
behind
not
you
like
are
strangers or
Peleus,
enemies.
Peleus and Raja are behind you.
Go back.
That's nice of you. Okay. You can roll acrobatics just to get back to them. Alright, then in athletics, just try to pull them up.
Keep in mind that I'm still only 100 pounds.
17.5.
22.
Okay. You are actually able to pull Moneth up before he even ever needs to take a breath of that poison gas.
It's okay, I was trained in endurance anyway.
You had doubled back to help him up, so you were able to kind of help him up. You guys are actually going to be bottlenecking at them a little bit. So Peleus and Raja, you could both roll acrobatics just to kind of keep your movement, and then to come to a stop.
Like,
Acrobatics.
29.
37.
Nice. Alright, so both of you
Damn.
stay right on the tips of your toes. You're walking along the slippery path without any problems. You come across Goliath feet, and you see Barrett helping Moneth back up to his
Thanks for the help, guys.
As I'm sliding by, can I grab them both by the back, Barrett by the scruff of his neck and Moneth by the back of his armor, and sort of give them a momentum push forward?
You can help Moneth. Barrett is actually... Well, wait, hold on. Yeah, Barrett came from the other direction, so you wouldn't be able to reach him on this pedestal, on this platform. But you could definitely help out Moneth if you want to roll athletics.
Athletics, 19 and 6. 25.
Okay. Moneth, Barrett was helping you back up, Peleus has assisted you, and you are now back at your feet.
Cool. So do I only have the webbing on one shoe now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Regdar, I'm assuming you're just continuing your fluid movement.
Continuing going.
Roll acrobatics. It's probably pretty damn good for a little man.
22.
Okay, you're moving along, swift footing. For each of you, this is actually going to be against your reflex.
Everyone, even the people on the left side.
Even people. Okay, I'll start off with you for...
How many 2 feet, 3 feet did I expend tying my shoes up?
10 feet of a shoe.
That's a
You've
lot.
got big
I'll
Goliath
say
feet.
5 feet. I like to do things in
Per
fives.
shoe.
Alright, so we'll start off with Raja. That's your reflex. 20... No, higher than that. 27. So when I'm making rolls against you, I'm going to give you a number, and I'm going to say 27 against your reflex. These are your defenses. So I got a 27 against your reflex. That means I didn't hit you. Barrett. It's going to be a 29 against your reflex. Fuck you guys. Peleus, I botched. Moneth, 29 against your reflex.
It hits. Am I the only one who it hit?
Yeah.
On
Okay.
that side.
What hits me?
As you're being helped back up to your feet, I'm going to say you notice it. Barrett, you don't see it. Peleus, you do see it. But there's actually a ripple.
Why don't I see it?
Your back is to it. There's a ripple that comes from essentially behind Barrett, and you see it echoing as this reverberating wave. That's not very nice.
I wasn't talking to you.
There's this reverberating wave that comes across this thin little platform. And they're also actually able to keep their footing. You actually fall again. And you just go sideways off this platform. You guys... Oh, you are falling off. If you guys...
falling off or have fallen off?
Falling.
Okay.
But it has effectively... Your footing totally lost. You are now tumbling over the side. Peleus, Raja, and Barrett, you see this happen. Moneth is again falling into the Noxus cloud.
He's just falling into an abyss?
The cloud. The cloud that's below the platform.
Ooh.
But he is, at this point, he's still within reach. If you wanted to try to catch him, you could. The only person who would really have a hard time is actually Raja, because you have Peleus between you and Moneth.
Whose turn is it?
Well, it's... Are any of you trying to help him? That's really the turn it's at. Is anybody helping Moneth?
Don't
No?
everyone jump at once?
I mean, I could throw a rope. My momentum, it's a slippery slope. Like, I mean...
Are you willing to risk your life for Moneth?
What are they rolling for?
Acrobatics.
Wow, okay.
I've never seen you, like, even botch, and now you botched twice in one night. Barrett actually reaches his arm out to try to catch Moneth, and in the
punches
process
him in the face.
has as well lost his footing. Both Barrett and Moneth are falling off the platform. You don't
Now,
have to.
what I wanted to do with my rope is I would have tied a huge thing of rope around the entire platform and then tied one to my shoe, so if I fell off I'd be dangling there and I could still be pulled up, but I decided Moneth's not smart enough for that, so he's just going to put the web on his shoes.
I was actually just thinking about tying off like a big rope around it and kind of walking down.
Yeah, Riz.
You probably should. You're by yourself. I didn't even roll against you yet.
I know. That's why I was doing it while that was all happening. I was tying that.
You rolled engineering. It's fine.
Oh, please be good.
What are you doing?
How close are
You
they?
feel
Like,
great about it.
are they still within reach?
It's
or
a
not?
15.
Well, the problem is you have Peleus in your way. Because you're behind Peleus. You feel great about
Yeah,
that.
do something.
I knew I would.
You could try to, like, jump or slide under him or jump around him, but it's a very narrow path. It is fairly slippery.
As I'm
Getting
falling-
past him is going to be kind of difficult in itself.
Maybe Peleus should try to get
still
someone
try to do it.
first. And that way it would move him out of the way and you would have a clearer shot.
Push him off.
Moneth is closer to you. Barrett is a little further, but if you go for Moneth, you will be totally obstructing Raja from getting to Barrett.
While this is going on, I take as big a breath as my Goliath lungs allow me to of fresh air.
So basically you have to try to save Barrett, otherwise you're dooming Barrett to fall. Peleus.
I mean, I go for Barrett because he's closer.
Alright, so that's how you guys were walking. Very narrow platform. Barrett
Right,
and
so-
Moneth are both falling, so if you stop to save Moneth, there's no way Raja would be able to get the Barrett, because she can't get around you.
Wait, so Moneth fell first, but Barrett is in front of him.
Barrett jumped immediately to try to catch him. They were both falling at the same time.
Because he was coming from the other way, right? Like going from the other way? No?
He came back. Barrett was well
because
ahead.
he was going the other way. So that's why he's further.
You guys are walking in a straight line.
But they're falling, so it's not walking.
Yeah, well, they're over here now.
Okay.
It's not important. Don't you
Yeah,
understand?
I'm not sure how this is working. So we're walking down a 5-foot wide hallway.
It's
And
not.
then-
It's
No, it's not a hallway.
It's like a floating platform.
But basically, if you try to save Moneth, then you block off Raja from trying to save Barrett, and there will be no one to grab Barrett.
But if I try and save Barrett, then
Raja-
Raja can try and save Moneth.
Correct.
Well, then I go for Barrett.
Good plan.
You can go ahead and roll for acrobatics.
I'm yelling this as I'm tying myself off.
Idiots that I travel with.
and I'm having my spider.
I thought the big one was dumb.
I'm having my spider go in front of me and shoot a web
This is
with
acrobatics.
a belt around me,
We'll come back to you.
and I'm holding on to my dragon.
Now see, that's what I should have done is I have excellent athleticism. I should have just dropped down at the very
31.
start and
That's
shimmied
for
my way.
acrobatics?
Yeah, 14 and 17.
Very nice. You actually are able to step up, and you're able to grab Barrett by his arm.
Kneecap.
So he is actually hanging from this thing with you grabbing onto a single one of his arms. Raja, were you going to attempt to save mana?
Yeah,
You can let him fall if you want.
might as well. What is this for?
Acrobatics.
27.
Since a total party kill coming on.
Yeah, terrible.
For the people
Okay,
on the right.
you are able to grab onto one of his legs. How much do you weigh?
100 pounds.
It's convenient, so to see. You're able to grab onto him. It is fairly difficult for you to keep your balance standing on here, and it's difficult to keep your grip on his leg, because you are holding him by his leg. Your head is actually still in the cloud.
It's a good thing I took that giant breath that I had mentioned.
Good thing.
Yeah.
You are holding your breath, and Raja is struggling to hold you up.
Okay.
We are now back to Regdar. You tied off your rope. You feel pretty good about it. The same ripple is actually continuing to come around, gets you from behind, but it's a botch. So there's just a light bump. You're gently risen up, like, what the fuck? And you see it reverberating around.
Okay, when I first started, did I see that Moneth had better grip on his feet with the webs?
He didn't say anything about it.
I didn't, like, see him do it since we
I
started.
thought the
same
reason
saw
time.
you
Barrett
tie
went
it on.
ahead. No. But I hadn't mentioned.
Like,
no, I
this
didn't.
helps.
So yeah.
No.
Okay. I will also have my dragonling grab my cloak and just be ready, just in case
Okay.
I fall and need some assistance.
And you can continue your...
And I will also
Approach
have my
around.
spider shoot a little web belt around me.
Like around your waist?
Yeah,
Around your neck?
waist. I don't like the autoerotic asphyxiation. Just around the waist.
Okay. I mean, I'd say that you know your spider would not be heavy enough to catch you.
I wouldn't be. I would just be looking for a moment, just to
Okay.
slow me down.
Alright, I can see what you're doing. I like where your head's at. And then you're continuing your approach
Continuing
around.
going around.
You can roll for acrobatics.
Do better. 21.
You're actually doing okay. You're not doing terrible. Where did we leave you guys off? You're all fucked up. Peleus, you were able to pull Barrett back onto his footing. You are still struggling to hold on to him, so you could roll athletics.
I'm dead.
No, I'm sure as soon as she gets...
25.
See, that's okay. Roll endurance.
You know I'm trained in endurance,
I
right?
know. There's always a chance
You,
you'll
you
buy.
mentioned it every 5 seconds.
Ah,
22.
That's actually not a terrible roll.
No, yes,
You're
it is.
holding your breath fairly well.
Okay.
For 6 seconds. It is not yet a struggle.
No.
Peleus, you can
Longest 4
see
seconds.
that Peleus and Barrett, you guys could both see that Raja is holding this Goliath, you know as Moneth, by the foot, and his head is actually still in this poisonous cloud, and Raja cannot hold him.
Are my
and
hands
cannot lift
free?
him. Your hands are free.
Okay, can I take what's left of my spider rope and throw it over the other side of the platform?
You can make a ranged attack roll.
Ranged attack roll? Attack roll? That's worrisome.
It's used for accuracy.
Okay. A crit.
We'll see if maybe you throw it in
A
her
crit.
eyes.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Okay. You throw it over, and what are you trying to do? Have it come around?
Come
to you?
around so I can grab it from the other end and just like that.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Precision, like a sniper. You throw it over, and even though your head's in this foggy cloud, you don't even see where it goes, but it lands up right in your other hand.
Can I use it to climb up? Or
It's the spider web. You ripped from the spider. You could try to. Yeah, I would never say you couldn't.
I'm just gonna hold on to both ends, so even if she fails pulling me up, I'll still have something holding me on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's fine. Peleus, we're back to you. You see her struggling with it. Barrett, you as well. You see Raja
So
struggling
wait.
to hold him up.
Moneth just threw the spider web between his hands.
I threw it over the platform that we're traveling along, and it came down on the other side. So now I'm holding onto a rope with both hands, two ends of the same rope with both hands.
You have one hand.
Oh, that's true.
No,
yeah.
she's got. Oh yeah. Way to blow that one for him, Peleus.
Nice job.
I mean, what the- I'm
No,
sorry.
I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot you had one hand.
Okay.
We'll say you could be...
Could I just grab them
crit
both
on it.
with the same hand?
Yeah, you grab them both with one hand.
Okay.
We'll say you even
The
make
axe
a little
hand,
wrap
and you
then
cut
through
them.
it.
Yeah, that would be bad. That'd be really bad.
Alright, so he's hanging on by one foot and both hands on this rope.
Yeah. Well, it's spider web. It's not a rope.
It's
Yeah,
Prince
but
Spider.
it has extreme tensile strength. It's a spider web.
I guess you guys know a lot about it, so... Yeah.
Well, that's common knowledge, I thought.
Yeah, no, if they could be making space elevators with spider silk right now, they would. They just don't know how to make enough of it. Lots of spiders.
It always comes back to
It's
basics.
science.
Ting!
Yeah. The more you know.
Barrett?
What?
So I urge Raja to release his foot so we can all grab onto the spider web and pull him on it up onto the ledge
Again.
by the spider's
I don't
web.
know, you're making a face.
And if it
Don't base
snaps,
on my face, I'm not even there.
I mean, that would suck.
Well, don't get let go of my foot, because then if it snaps, I've got nothing.
Are you saying that while your head is in the gas?
No.
Okay. Moneth has no opinion.
You gotta trust in the rope, man. This is a last ditch effort. Otherwise, she's gonna let go and there's nothing left for you.
It doesn't matter, I'm holding my breath and I can't
But
see what's
Michael
going
doesn't
on
know
up
the
top.
science of the spider web, so I don't know.
I know the science of the spider web. He has some in his pack right now. Well, he has different webs in his pack.
My spider web is particularly shitty.
What are you doing?
I
Are you letting go of
experienced
the
this
foot?
earlier.
You gotta make a decision. Peleus just asks you to let go of the foot, and all of you pull the rope. Or the web.
I'm gonna let go.
Okay.
Don't mind if it stretches a little bit. That's what spider web does, but it has extreme tensile strength.
I hear you, I just don't respond.
Raja lets go of your foot, and immediately the web essentially catches you, stretches, and snaps. And you fall.
What?
See, I told
Through
you, he
this.
doesn't know.
He didn't just get the web like you guys did, he actually pulled it out of the spider prince. So it was like...
Wouldn't it be strongest out of the abdomen of the spider prince?
No.
Having not experienced any sort of tension yet?
No. It would not.
I'm gonna try and
That
catch
doesn't make any damn
the
sense.
web before it.
That's fresh out of the
Broken
ass of the
piece.
spider prince.
Go ahead. Acrobatics, yeah.
What the fuck?
Did you botch?
Fuck this game. I'm done
Oh
playing.
my god.
I'm done playing.
Alright, so the rope has snapped. The web has
That
snapped.
doesn't make
tried.
any fucking sense.
And Barrett has dove
tried more than
to
anyone.
try to catch
Fuck
this,
these guys.
missed the webbing,
You guys went the other way.
and has
I would've
also
been there for you.
slid off.
29 still would have hit my reflex. Doesn't
Well,
matter.
actually, we could say that you have enough time
No, I know. I'm
left on
saying
your
that I would have
turn
been there.
if you want to make an acrobatics.
What? 37.
Okay, so you have let go
That
of
makes no
Moneth's.
sense, man.
You have let
Makes
go of
sense at
Moneth's
all.
foot.
Just because something is in real life the way it is doesn't mean that it's Dungeons and Dragons the way it is.
It's out of the ass of the spider prince. It hasn't
No.
even experienced any sort of tension.
Or
I
it
know
is not.
that
Or it is
turned
not.
A humongous
Or it
spider
is
and
not
like 12
fully
guys.
refined, and it has not yet completed the formation into a web. Or it was not yet
That's
compressed
ridiculous.
coming out of the abdomen.
That doesn't make any
And you know
fucking
what, Rich? You say that things in D&D aren't always the same as they are in real life, but I don't know what temperature glass melts at. It's just apparently the same in D&D as it is in real life.
You guys never found out what it was in D&D.
It's all relative.
You just knew that your scythe didn't have enough heat to turn sand to glass. So I'm sorry. You have let go of Munit's foot. His web has snapped. He has fallen into this gaseous cloud. Barrett dove across this slippery platform to attempt to catch him, and has also fallen off. At which point, Raja, you were able to grab Barrett's foot instead, who is now also hanging off the cliff with his head in the
You want to let go of that foot too?
No! Listen, Michael
Peleus,
knew his
you have
science.
seen all of this happen.
I cry out in anger and help Raja pull Barrett up. And then toss a rope down to try and see if he's holding his breath, he can maybe see the rope and we can pull him up.
How long? You can roll for athletics just to assist Barrett.
Athletics. 19 and 18.
Whatever 19 and 18 is, I don't feel like
Still
doing that.
37.
Okay. You are able to securely pull Barrett back up with the help of Raja. Barrett, after a near-death effort, you are back on the pedestal. On the platform.
Zub play.
Okay.
Should send Raja down.
Peleus, how long is the rope
Spelunky
that you're dropping down?
How much rope do I have? I have 80 feet of rope. So I drop down 70 feet.
We'll say you can drop all 80. You have fallen through this noxic cloud.
Yes, I have.
And while you are falling, it feels like forever that you are drifting through this cloud. You could roll endurance.
$28.
Okay, you're still holding your breath fine. You're going to take 34 damage when you finally hit the ground.
40-foot drop.
80-foot drop.
Oh,
What was it, D20 per 20 feet?
No. Well, it's a D10 per 10 feet, so I just
How much damage did I take? 34?
Sounds right. 34 damage, you hit the ground, you are dazed. On your next endurance check, you're going to take a -4 penalty, but for right now, you're okay. You can also roll perception now
What
that
does
you're down
dazed
here.
do again?
Dazed means you can only take one action. So standard a movement or minor.
And this is perception?
Yeah.
20.
You are laying.
Total.
You're laying prone. The gas is fairly thick, but you can see, we'll say, 2 squares out. So you can see 10 feet away. And you actually hear like a creature noise. Something is clicking and like in this mist.
It's the aliens from Science.
I cried down to him, reach for the
I
rope!
have to throw water at him then. Do I see a rope?
Is it that easy? You do not yet see a rope. That is actually the end of your turn, though.
Okay.
Barrett continues on ahead. Regdar, you had tied yourself off. You are continuing with your run.
Get in
Roll
the gun.
acrobatics.
24.
Okay. You're able to keep your footing fairly well. You actually see that ripple still ahead of you, and when you see it reach a certain point, that actually, you can't really make a difference. There's no, like, mark or anything like that. It actually seems to reverberate, and now there are 2 ripples chasing along, about 5 feet apart from one another. But you're actually making great distance. You're practically halfway around, where you can see another familiar opening, a tunnel, that looks like you do actually have to jump from this platform to get to.
Okay.
Peleus and Raja. Peleus, you have dropped down a rope. Are you holding the rope? Are you staying there with it?
I still have... How much of the rope was used to get down to the bottom?
I mean, you don't know if it actually got to the bottom, but you've dropped all of it.
I didn't drop all of it. I dropped all but 15 feet.
So how much did you use?
It appears to be 70.
Alright, you dropped it 70 feet. You're not positive if it's on the bottom.
Is there any way I could tie it off to the platform that I'm on?
We'll say you can, yeah.
Securely?
It's up to your dungeoneering. If you're gonna try it, you can roll dungeoneering.
Engineering.
Stat no one ever bothers training.
Except Resi,
No.
who's the master dungeon.
25.
That's what made him the best.
Alright, you've tied the rope off, you feel pretty confident about it.
Alright, at this point I feel it's up to Moneth to wrench himself up.
Okay. So what are you doing? You've tied off the rope? Are you continuing on ahead?
Well, I tell Moneth that there's a rope for him to climb.
It's not my turn.
But you need to know that there's a rope in your immediate vicinity where you fell.
Are you gonna yell back to him that you know?
I'm holding my breath.
Alright, it's gonna eggs.
But you do hear it, does he not hear it? It's not that deep.
You don't know. You don't know if he... You don't know how deep it is either. You just see a cloud. We'll say you heard a heavy thud after a few seconds of falling.
Wait. If you heard what I said, stomp twice.
Shit. Well, you already rolled perception. We'll say your perception check was high enough to hear what he's yelling to you.
This scrittering that I heard. How loud was my thud? Do you know?
I would say you don't know. Because you were suffering the impact of it.
Do I see the rope by me?
You don't see the rope.
I don't want to make any noise because it's going to let whatever's
Peleus,
down
you
here.
can roll perception.
Well, no, like, clang your axe against the rock.
That's what I was thinking of doing, but if I do that, then whatever's down here is going to let me know, so I...
It's also a hanging, floating path. You don't know where the rock is.
Or what rock is.
Like where there's a wall or anything.
Yeah, well, there's the floor. I'll clang my axe against the floor twice.
Okay. You can roll perception, Peleus.
Perception.
I just let everything down here know that I'm here.
26.
Alright, you hear the axe clangs. And they do sound fairly distant away.
I mean,
But they are loud and reverberate in this empty chasm that is the
It's difficult to
gaseous
tell
area.
echoes from the original sound, so...
Mm.
In real life.
But I do hear it.
Okay. You hear it. Are you continuing on ahead or are you waiting with the rope? Or are you going down after him?
I'm not gonna go down there, Jesus. Shit. Am I being, like, inundated by the gaseous fumes?
No, you're not in the fumes. They're below the path.
Wait, hang on.
Roger, are you gonna go down after Mana?
I have an illuminating stick. I crack it and throw it down into the cave.
Maybe.
Alright. When you
In
crack...
order to illuminate where the rope is.
Actually, a very nice idea. You crack it, you quickly lose sight of it as it sinks into the fog. But you've dropped it in like a straight line trajectory with where
Yeah, right next to the rope.
Okay. And
Follow the rope! Follow the light, Moneth!
are you waiting with the rope, or are you continuing down the path?
I don't know, that weird sort of gaseous motion in the air that Regdar saw is quite compelling.
The gas is under the platform. If you're on the platform, you're in no trouble with the gas.
Yeah, but there's something else happening here that I'm not quite sure about.
Raja, are you climbing down the rope, or waiting with the rope, or are you continuing?
I'm continuing.
You can roll acrobatics to continue.
22.
Really? No, if you roll 1, just tell me you botched.
Okay.
Come on, guys. You attempt to continue, you quickly lose your footing, and you also actually slip and fall. Peleus, you're seeing Raja tumble. Actually, you know what? You were tying off the rope during your turn and dropping the rod down. I hate to say it, I think you're just gonna fall. Alright. You fall into the cloud. The gas swarming around you. We'll say that you were able to catch a breath before you went into it. You can roll endurance just to see how you're going to handle with this damage. It's very poor.
Am I telling you what it is?
Mm-hmm.
18.
You're going to take 51 damage. I don't know how you always make out so well on falling. You always do.
I'm graceful.
She took the rest of it.
Gazelle.
If you reach half of your health at 54, that's when you're considered bloodied. So when you do reach below 54, let me know. You face first smash right onto this ground, an 80-foot drop. You are actually near the rope. You can see it right next to you. You also see the little sun rod on the ground. Looks like you actually fell on it and rolled it a little bit. Sorry, the rope is not next to you. But you saw it when you were falling. It is actually, because it's 70 foot of rope, right? That went down?
Yes. Yeah.
It's 10 feet above you. You are barely able to see it, but it is there. You also hear little footsteps dragging a little ways away from you. And you also hear that same animal sound within the mist. And you can't really see anything around you. Alright, continue on ahead, Regdar. This is going to be against your fortitude, Mana. 31. I feel like you have 5 fortitude.
Hits.
It does?
Barely.
Aha! You're going to take 15 damage. This small little creature, which I saw before in my life. Alright. Essentially, it's a little four-legged thing. Its front 2 legs also have these little claws on it. Has jumped. It's like
It's like a
pig.
head crab from Half-Life.
I didn't play it. Imagine like a pig, but with claws on the front and these mighty little tusks
It's like a head crab.
underneath. It has jumped gracefully, jumped through the air, pelted you and tackled you to the ground, at which point it then clawed you a little bit with its claws. Raja, this is against your fortitude. It's even higher. It's going to be a 34. Same thing for 12 damage. Same little creature has jumped up, tackled you to the ground, scratched you with his little claws, and you are down in this pit, poison fog. You remember about where the rope was, by the way, but you no longer directly see it from when he tackled you. Regdar?
Ready to go.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll it. Very good.
Beautiful.
You're actually gaining on those 2 ripples, and one thing that you're noticing, now that they've reached even further along, you can see that as the ripples are making the second wave around, the platform itself is actually thinning. And you see that curvature almost wrapping around. So it's gone from maybe a 5-foot wide curvature to about a 3-foot wide curvature.
Okay.
And you essentially are in a position where you could jump across to that doorway.
I'm to that spot.
Yeah. So if you want to make an athletics, you can make the jump. Or if you want to go around, try to help him.
I would like to untie myself first.
Very good. Go ahead.
Do I have to roll engineering to untie myself?
You can just cut it.
Untie myself and put the rope back in my pack.
This is a head crab.
Very, actually, yeah.
Yeah?
That's very good.
That's cool.
Better.
Very good.
40.
40.
2.
Yeah. He's very athletic for a 500-year-old man.
More than I am,
You
actually.
clear this, it's a 20-foot
That old
gap.
man is spry.
You clear it from this little acrobatic charge you had on this narrow platform. You clear the 20-foot gap. You are standing in this open way, and there are 2 buttons, one on each side.
One to make the gas go away, one to make more gas.
Probably.
Can I check dungeoneering on my turn?
Of course you can.
16.
You can't really tell what either one of them do.
Can you remember which button did what from before?
The left side made the lava go down.
Made it go somewhere else. Oh, you don't know that. Okay. But you're there. You're looking at the buttons. Are you going to press either one?
No, but I will look out with perception and not hit my thing. And crit.
What are you looking for?
To see where they are on their journeys.
You can only see Barrett, who's just about near you, and almost at the cusp of what you can't see anymore, you can see Peleus, who's actually following. Well, actually, you never told me if you were waiting with the rope or continuing.
No, I'm gonna continue on.
Who is continuing after behind Barrett. We're actually going to start back off with you. Barrett's making his rounds. So, Moneth, you are down. You were just tackled by a beast. You are also still dazed. And you can start off by making an endurance check to keep your breath.
This was with a penalty of what? 4?
Yeah, 4.
Penalty of 4 for endurance. Oh shit. That's a good thing I didn't. 21.
Okay. You feel yourself getting a little flush. You're going to need a breath soon.
That would make sense.
You're struggling a bit, especially after that fall. It took a bit out of you. You can only take one action.
How big is this thing that's... Where is it on me?
It's on your chest.
Okay, because when I say head crab, now I'm imagining this thing latching
Not
on
on
my
your-
face.
no.
Yeah. So it's on my chest?
On your chest.
And I'm on the ground.
Yes, you are.
How big is it?
80 pounds.
How big is it?
3 feet.
Like a bloodhound?
3 feet what? By 3 feet? It's like the
3
size
feet.
of a pig, then?
Yeah, essentially.
Alright. Can I attack it while I'm down?
You can.
Do I see, Raja? Did I see or hear? No.
You did not see or hear.
Okay.
Not good.
It's not good. I was kind of hoping one of them might be able to save the other, but it seems like they're both just going to die down here.
Yeah, I'm bloody.
Ah, nice. Very, very nice.
If I stand up, it's not latched onto me, right?
No, it is like digging into you though, like it's attacking. But it's
Okay.
not like it has a death grip on you.
Bumper?
I'm gonna stand up and then
Let him
action point.
Okay.
And for my action point,
You stand up, the thing is actually still staying on you. It has both of its little things dug into your armor, and it's continuously just...
I can make a regular attack against it, right?
Yes, you can. Your action point.
I'm gonna do recuperating strike.
Ooh.
This is against armor class. 26.
That'll hit.
Okay. What? That's
Stinky.
not my roll.
He's so cute.
12, 19, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But it was an action point, so I do... What did I just say? 14? 14 plus 7, so 21 fire damage.
You kill it.
Okay. And then I also recover some health, which is nice. And that's it, I guess.
You can make a saving throw to see if you are still dazed.
18. So
Okay, you are no longer dazed. On your next turn, you will be able to take normal actions.
Cool. Oh.
No, normal-ish. You can make an endurance check. You're doing terrible with these. 18. You start to take... You couldn't hold your breath anymore from even just falling. So much wind was knocked out of you, and then being attacked by this animal, which is still on your chest, clawing at you. You take a breath, and you immediately feel this poison start to course through your
I did
veins.
even more than that.
You still have time to take an action if you would like to do anything. To do what?
Like heal myself, because I'm not...
We'll say you have a potion on you, it's only going to heal 10 hit points.
That makes me not bloody by 1.
Okay? So you have the creature on you, you're going to drink a potion. Go ahead. And as soon as you drink this potion, you chug it down, Your hand falls next to you, the bottle rolls away, and you pass out.
Do I hear her when she falls to the floor?
Well, she was already on the floor. She never got up.
Do I hear the bottle from the potion breaking?
You could roll perception when you come back. You don't have to rush right now. That's when you come back. I don't have to roll against you. I'm just going to give myself some bonus damage. The thing is still on you, attacking you while you're unconscious. The creature that tackled you,
I missed that part.
you took the damage before.
Oh.
You're going to take
Gotcha.
25 damage.
I thought that was just me.
$14.
Okay. You do actually hear the glass rolling because it is rolling towards you.
Okay.
You also hear another 3 or 4 creatures in the smoke nearby. And you hear one that's having a field day.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's having a good time. You also did hear Peleus before about the ropes. When we do come back to you, that'll be for you. You made it back. You're still... Oh, sorry. Peleus!
Hi.
You are still running towards this door, this opening in the wall. There are 2 reverberating waves in this platform that are just kind of following this path, moving towards you. You could gather that they are about to make contact with you, because you have nowhere else really to go. You're running along that platform.
So they're coming right at me, and I don't know what they're going to do to me?
Well, it's the same thing. Last time they had come by, there was only one. They came by you, and that's what made Barrett fall. Or Munneth fall, rather.
As they're coming at me, I opt to fall prone to the floor to have as much surface area of my body against the slippery surface.
Okay. Are you, like, grabbing onto the pathway? Or you're just gonna lay and let it come past?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna grab as much purchase as I can.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll for acrobatics on this one.
Acrobatics.
Negative 70 what?
25.
78?
Yeah, minus 71. That's how much you've taken away.
What was your score?
I got a 25.
Okay. And so, what is this?
That's what you've taken away from me. I'm at 30.
You're down to 30.
Yeah.
Okay, because it is possible to be at negative hit points.
Oh. My
Alright,
If
so
you were
let
at
me know.
negative 70, you'd be like dead.
She would have
I know.
totally
Totally dead.
like permanently, like totally really dead.
Like Quentin.
You're able to grab onto this platform, Peleus. You feel like you have a nice, secure grip on it.
There.
The 2 waves reverberate underneath you.
You got
Neither
bit
of
by
them-
a
Underneath me, they're above me.
They
Wasn't
are
that-
the platform. It's a reverberating wave in the platform.
Oh, I thought they were like
I know.
waves of air coming at me.
No, it's the platform itself that you guys are running on. It's actually in a
I'm
wave.
used to it.
And the wave
Oh, I would have
sad.
jumped. Well, then in that case, I would have jumped over it.
is... Okay, we can use your same check. You were able to jump over them. I was
We
wondering
do
why you were
that.
dropping down to
We do
grab it.
in 3 hours.
I was like, maybe...
I thought there was like a wave
Just super.
of air coming at me. My bad.
Oh, we.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Yeah, what do we do?
Okay, you were able to jump
Some
over it. I was like,
skill
why is he
challenges,
grabbing it? I was like, well, maybe he's just trying to secure his footing. Because if
I
the
tried
wave
being
jumps
clever.
up, it won't throw him into the air
I
if
tried
he's
being
holding on
clever.
to it. I was like, it makes sense.
Didn't work. Clever doesn't work.
No, earthquakes, you don't want to do that shit.
You were actually able to jump over both of them, and you were in a position where you could jump across this gap and be next to Regdar, safe in that little tunnel.
I will make it happen.
That's an athletics check.
Excellent. Training in athletics. 38.
Very nice. You clear this gap like it's nobody's business. You are standing next to Regdar, and on each side of this tunnel, the right and the left, there is a switch.
Can I roll for insight or whatever, dungeoneering, whatever it is, to see which will help the rest of the party?
You could roll for dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering. Crit! That is 20,
like all
10,
the time.
30, whatever you need.
Nah, if you crit, all you gotta say is crit. I don't need the total. That's nice. You're looking at these switches.
That's
Regdar
nice.
is
That's
looking at them as
nice.
well. Regdar's trying to figure out which one it is, which one will help, but neither one of them he could discern. As soon as you get into it and you start looking, Regdar shows you what he had seen, and you're like, oh, hey, I know exactly what that does. Oh my god, I can see how it's rigged up. Wow. One of them actually lowers the platform into the gas. The other one widens the platform out so that the people that are on it no longer have to essentially struggle with it.
Wait, one lowers the platform down to the people below, the other widens it above them, not helping them at all.
No, one of them lowers the platform into the gas. Not to the people below. I just said it lowers it down.
So that's just all bad.
The other one makes the platform a little wider, so people that are walking on it don't have to make checks, really, to see if they fall off.
So the people who've already fallen off are kind of bummed.
Yeah, well, those switches do not help them, no.
Well, I mean, I pushed the one that widens the platform.
Okay. You push the button, and as soon as you do it, the button sinks into the wall, a little plate comes over it, a little rock plate, and the other one, same thing, rock plate comes over it. And you see the curved, what was a 3-foot path from what you had seen, actually widens out and becomes a flat 10-foot path that is now secure and safe for anyone to walk on. Peleus,
I have a question.
You can also roll for perception.
How did he secure that rope?
He tied it around the path back when it was 5 feet and curved.
Perception 19.
25.
You hear the snapping of a rope.
The snapping of a rope?
Cool. So the
Oh.
rope's not there. Awesome.
Moneth, we'll say that you hear that. You hear the coiling and thumping of a rope hitting the ground nearby.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
So you're gonna pin it on me?
I didn't.
No one
did you
said
hear that?
anything.
I didn't say that. I just.
You said I didn't do it.
I didn't. I didn't do that. Anyway.
Let's say I made it a slip knot, and all it does is, you know, just pull the rope up a couple feet.
Moneth, we're back to you.
Okay. I'm going to head
The
over
rope
to
doesn't
where I
snap,
heard
it's a
the
slip
last
knot. It's much like a
roll.
noose.
So, I'm no longer dazed. I'm gonna use my move to head towards where I heard the blast come from.
Okay. You get there really quick. It was literally 15 feet away. So it's not even your full move action. And you see a creature clawing the shit out of Raya. Raja. Sorry. I haven't
Maybe it's a
seen it.
really soft J. Maybe it is Raya.
You see Raja being clawed by this little piggly creature, same one that you had already killed. Oh, similar to the one you had already killed.
Okay.
You see the potion bottle, empty, laying on the ground next to him. And you also see the coiled rope cut at the top, strewn about the ground next to you.
Alright. I'm gonna use... Hold on. Then I had a... Oh, that's a free action. Okay.
Forgot. Thank you.
I'm gonna use
You wanted
Recuperating
to die.
Strike is an at-will, so I'm gonna use it again. This is against the armor class of the creature attacking Raja. 25, which is I think what I got last time, so that hits, right?
No. Oh, you got a 26 last time.
Uh-oh.
We'll say it hits.
Okay. It does the same damage, so does it kill it again?
It will kill it again.
Okay. I have a free action where when I reduce an enemy to 0 hit points, I charge an enemy. That's a free.
Okay.
Do I do an attack? Because it only says I charge.
A charge is part of an attack. Otherwise it would just be running. You would need an enemy to charge at, or something you're attacking.
Aren't there other ones around? Or was it just the one?
There were... You heard some other noises. I just want to see how many actually got to you. We'll say one of them is nearby.
Alright.
That you could see.
Now, since you said that wasn't my full move, I can't, like, move 3 squares, do something, and then move 3 squares, right?
No.
Alright.
Like you had moved part of your movement, and that's when you noticed something else. That's when you noticed Raja.
What does Raja do? Are you passed out? Or are
Yeah.
you just at really low health?
Both.
You can see she's covered in blood.
Okay, instead of taking the free action to attack something else, I am going to use my minor to give her a super health potion.
Aww, that's so nice. You get 25
We're
hit
both
points
still
back.
dying, so whatever.
I'll stop back to where I
Is anybody gonna jump down there and try to save him?
Do I see them?
No.
I don't even know where or what happened.
No. Barrett is actually just getting to you guys now.
I will ask, where is everyone else?
What would Barrett say if he wanted to say, I don't know?
What in the hell? I don't know. Why go look? I don't know.
Where's Peleus in regards to all this?
He's right next to you.
Oh, okay.
Right next to by the buttons.
Peleus, what happened to Moneth and Raja?
You could roll endurance, Moneth.
Moneth tried to, I put too much
Looking
faith
for a
in the
28.
spider's
This is a
web,
35.
and it
Very
broke
nice.
beneath his weight,
Your face
and he fell
is
into the
warm.
pit.
You
And then in trying to
are
save
about
him,
to gasp. You can
Raja
no longer hold
likewise
your
fell
breath.
into the pit.
But,
And I tied
well, I
off
mean,
the
you
rope
can still.
so that
But
they could
next
climb
turn, you're going to be in serious
up
trouble.
it on the pathway about 50 feet back. But when I hit the switch, the path widened and snapped the rope, even though I tied a slip knot.
How did you slip it around the path? That must have been difficult.
I put a rock around the end and...
No. No, bro.
Damn it!
You can go back. Go back and save them.
With what? My rope is snapped.
Damn.
Fall
What would
down
George
there.
Clooney say right now? Just jump down.
Damn.
Damn.
Tight spot. I have really shitty spider's web, but I can't trust it's any stronger than what Moneth used.
Does anyone else have rope?
I work
I have rope.
for no man.
I do.
Sorry.
He asked.
I don't have rope.
Nikki's not playing anymore.
Barrett,
Oh,
do you have rope?
Oh, let me check my inventory. Oh,
Nope.
nope. I don't have any rope. Oh.
Hey.
How long's my rope?
Jared.
I asked Kukuru,
100
Kukuru,
feet?
what do you see in Barrett's pack?
Kookaroo. Cuckoo. What does Kookaroo see in your pack?
He sees the web. There's also rope in there.
He climbs in, you see him pop out holding some web.
Kookaroo! Hey!
Kookaroo!
No,
I
squirrel
do remember
man.
Barrett's web that he chose was much stronger than my own.
That's so funny, because it wasn't.
What's that true?
There's no rope,
I got
tiny
better-
I
squirrel.
listened to the recording before.
Tiny
I
squirrel.
know what happened.
Tiny squirrel.
Shit.
Kookaroo.
There's no rope in there.
Kookaroo. He scurries back in. Is there any rope in there? Cuckoo!
Kookaroo!
Taking
Stop it!
What is it, 50 feet?
Yeah.
You got
The
50
fuck?
foot of rope.
Peleus,
And some spider's web, relatively strong compared to my own and Moneth's.
As far as you know.
It held up a lot better with both of us hanging on it than my own.
I will
By
have my
myself.
spider shoot webs around my feet, around my greaves.
Where'd you get that idea? That's great.
It starts spitting this web. And it's all over you.
Remember Billy?
All right.
No hostile Gato.
Yeah, the path is safe now. You don't have.
Nope.
There's no chance of you like
Hostile
slipping off. You're fine.
Oh, okay. I will run to them. Peleus, let's go. We're saving them.
What's your
Let's make it
speed?
happen.
What's your speed?
7.
It's a 10-foot wide path now. We can make it happen.
Peleus, what's your speed?
I have a, let's see, speed. I have a 6.
Alright.
What's your dungeoneering? It's an 11. I think.
Dungeoneering is 10.
All right. I'm tying these ropes together.
While you're running?
No, when I get there, because I'm going to get there before him.
You're actually not going to get there on this turn. But you can go ahead. You can be tying it while you run.
No.
It's not going to be a penalty.
Yeah, it will be.
Fine.
Can't trick me.
Alright, Moneth, we are back to you.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I missed myself.
Yeah.
Stop dying.
There are 2 creatures near you. Let each make a lunge towards you. 27 to your armor class. And this one's lower than that.
27 hits.
Oh. This one is,
Yeah.
20...
I don't know either.
23.
Yeah.
I doubt that hits.
That does.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you wearing? Nothing?
Paper mache.
So whatever this is plus 12. That's not good. 17 damage.
Okay.
Raja, you can make what's called a saving throw against death.
Am I awake?
Hostile
No.
Gato in Billion
You're not
Vanity
conscious.
has the exact same prosthetic.
Actually, I didn't have you make one last time, so you can make 2 saving throws against
That
death.
is so cool.
Essentially,
Except
you just
use
roll your
machine gun.
d20. You're not adding anything
I don't
to
remember
it.
rolling a
Some people
20.
get to, but your guy does not. 12 is a pass. So that means you're so far okay. Now you could roll again. A 9 is a fail. So now you can go ahead and just put a mark in one of those boxes. That means you are one step closer
I'm so
to death.
familiar with those boxes.
Parts of your
I know
life
so much about those boxes.
flashing in front of your eyes.
Stone.
You see your early childhood,
Magic.
bits of your adolescence.
How about a magic
Mana,
trick?
it was your turn.
Alright.
If you could start off with an endurance check.
22.
Okay.
No, 32. I'm sorry. 32.
You are on the ground. You fall to your knee. You take a breath.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the poison start to enter your body. It begins circling through your bloodstream.
Now that I'm breathing again.
This is possibly your last turn. What would you like to do?
Gonna... Let me think. I am going to
It's getting really late, Mike.
Where is it? Okay, I have...
Care. He doesn't care.
No.
You'll care later.
Later. Much later.
You'll care later when I'm being cranky and punching you.
Now we know why Nikki didn't come visit us ever.
Right? It's because this fucking guy keeps me up all night
Ooh.
playing D&D.
Roleplay. Whatever. What? I like Stein.
Whatever.
And I like Barrett.
Well, you let Barrett die.
What?
All your fault.
Barrett is fine.
You said there's...
Because I
Are
stopped
there other
playing.
monsters coming at me? Anything that I can see?
2.
2 of them
Two of them
actually
are coming
just
at me?
attacked you and dealt you damage. Did you take the
Oh
damage?
yeah, no, I did. I wrote that
Okay.
down.
They're next to you.
19, right? Yeah, one of them was 25 or something, the other was 23 to armor class, and they both hit.
Yeah,
like
27
that
and 23.
Okay. I am going to...
I didn't think it was going to go like this. I thought you guys were going to die in the next room.
I've never been getting there.
I am
Till next time.
to
Goodbye.
take out the flamethrower. Because it's a big, bright flame.
Okay.
And I am going to rest... Yes, it is. I am going to... I don't know that, but I'm going to rest the muzzle of it on my axe. And I'm going to point it straight up
Okay.
to let them know where I am.
Are you going to, like, yell while you do it? In what may be your last conscious living moment as a Goliath barbarian of
It'd
justice?
be really cool if the fire burned off the gas. But, yeah.
Or if
Or make it
ignited.
explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be real tough if it was
Well, then everyone dies.
Everyone's dead anyway.
Yeah.
Some of us were
Why
thriving.
is everybody dead?
Some of us who went to the
Everyone's
left were fine.
I'm pointing it straight up.
You don't have to... Hold on, I just gotta roll for something.
You're gonna point it straight down, try and propel you up.
What?
Point it straight down and try to propel it up.
This is not gonna
I'm
end
not
well.
going to do that.
You already did the flamethrower. That already happened.
Yes.
I already thought up what was going to happen and rolled for it.
I already know what's going to happen.
Hold on.
But you haven't thrown that down yet. So
I gotta put on a certain...
You've only got a range of 20.
I know, but you'll be able to see it. It's a humongous column of fire. You'll know where I am. Oh, that's great.
You died.
You take out your flamethrower, You aim it straight up. You pull back on the igniter and the trigger. And immediately, as soon as you hit it, there is a loud explosion. All of you hear it. The gas bursts into this huge cloud of flame. Regdar, well, Barry, I guess you don't have to. Regdar and Peleus running along the path, holding onto this rope, prepping to save them. You could both roll for acrobatics.
23.
You say acrobatics?
Yes.
32.
This explosion jostles the whole room. The cloud of flame erupts around the path, guided up along the walls, shooting up out of the Colosseum into the air, lightly scuffing right past you guys. The heat is very intense. Peleus, you are going to take 26 damage from the fire erupting around you. Regdar, you're fine. Yeah, there's no fire that burns you.
How much
Cool.
damage do I take? I'm actually asking this because I have a couple fire resistances.
I'm not even sure how I would roll this exactly. I'm gonna say I'm just gonna roll 4 of these and add 50.
And now, does this affect me? Does this kill me?
It will also affect you. $260.
Okay.
You each take 2.
To armor class, you missed.
No, it hits.
No, I know. I'm
Now
joking.
hold up, because I have
See, that would have been awesome if it was you down
I have
there.
something called Snarling Defiance is an immediate interrupt. If I'm hit and damaged by an attack, I take half damage and gain +2 power bonus rolls to attacks by the attacker. This is an attack against myself.
So you could do that.
Okay, how much damage?
260. I mean, I'm not even sure if this would be considered an attack, because it's not you, it's an explosion.
Yeah, it's more like X around you.
Yeah. You know what, never mind. It's not really an attack. I didn't make a roll to see if it hits you, it engulfs you.
So it was a crit. That's great, because I have something where when I'm hit by a crit...
It's not a crit. It's
It's
just,
not,
You
it's
don't
not
think
crit.
attack.
it's just damage.
I know.
It's like full damage.
Are you... Is there any chance you're still alive, though? No way, right? Okay. That would be impressive.
Even
if you had enough hit points.
Even 130.
130, I would have been alive. 130, I'd be
Very near death.
very close. But then I also have stuff where, if I'm dying at the start of my turn, I can do stuff to not be dying.
I'm just gonna roll a d20. And if it's 19 or 20, we'll consider it an attack. It is not 19 or 20. So you take the full 260.
I am burnt to a crisp.
The explosion knocks you both back. You scatter along the path, rolling but not falling off. Peleus, oh, actually, I guess you're just shook by the vibration. You're not burned at all. Peleus, you're thrown back a bit. You roll towards the side. You're clasping onto it. You narrowly miss falling.
Wait. Now, I've got a lot of moves that'll let me take health.
You're dead.
When...
I'm sorry.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. I really think so. As the fire burns away at the remnants of the gas, you see at the bottom of this
probably
pit
be ongoing damage also.
about a dozen
situation
of these burnt little pigly creatures laying about, and you also see an extra crispy
Yeah, maybe you should have done that at the beginning.
raccoon
What, just lit it on
humanoid.
fire right at the
Yeah,
start?
just like...
And you see
I wonder if it's flammable.
a corpse of a large creature 80 feet below you, missing a hand with an axe instead fastened as an appendage. Holding what looks like a flamethrower, or remnants of one, in the other hand. There is no longer any gas. It is just an 80-foot drop. And Peleus, no, you cannot retrieve your rope.
Well, it wasn't my rope to begin with. Yeah, it's already broken, right?
So how's the arm?
I pull out the blue Taya and say some nice words over the fallen comrades.
Did you worship any deity?
Doesn't matter anymore.
It kinda does.
I worshipped Pelor, the god of time and the sun, or something.
You can make a religion roll for Taya.
10, 10, 20.
You
Sun, time, and agriculture.
You look again at your plume, and again it is staticky and jarbled up a bit. And a shadow looms behind you, and you see it to be Doom, standing behind you with his arms crossed. Most impressive show. I can help to say that myself. Standing behind Peleus is about an 11-foot tall, very broad male creature, bald, white face, but he doesn't have a bottom jaw, and it doesn't look like he even has a bottom part of his face. He's just a black entity with not even legs, just fog and smoke, black smoke for legs.
Okay.
And he is talking to Peleus.
Do I hear this?
You hear it. Your friends put up quite a struggle. It was fun.
So all you're gonna do is stand there and watch?
That's what I
It's
do.
not gonna help?
That's what he did.
Help? Yeah, why don't you pray to your god for help? I'm here to observe and mock and admire.
Out of game, like, does somehow Doom influence my prayer to Taya?
Out of game, if I told you that, it might take away a little bit.
Well, what the fuck?
What have you been able to deduce so far in game?
I had made a deal with Doom that he could just watch. As far as I know, he's on the outskirts. He's not actually affecting anything. Taya has helped me directly on several occasions, and my faith with Taya has been absolute.
Well, what you've already kind of noticed, and in game, what Peleus would have also noticed is every time Doom is present, you don't seem to get a prayer out to Taya. So I guess you could deduce safely that he is influencing when he is nearby. You are unable to communicate to her.
Well, why don't I tell him to eat the livers of the little pequeñinos down in the the piggies, and then try and pray to Taya while he's busy.
I'm glad I finally got one of the.
Is that what you're telling him to do?
That's what I want to do. I want to bless the souls of the fallen.
I am very glad that you remembered my delicacy. And you see him sink beneath the path, and the first one he goes towards, which you see, he's a giant looming shadow of a man. He goes right to Mana. And you see him...
Of course he does.
Yeah, it's Goliath. Big liver. And you see him cut open the crispy corpse of Mana. Right in the abdomen.
No, you're definitely dead.
Oh, I know.
And now you're trying to pray to Taya?
Yeah, while he's busy, I'm gonna bless whatever's left of the fallen comrades.
We could use the same roll from before. You don't have to roll again. What exactly are you saying to Taya?
I'm saying carry on these souls onto whatever heaven that they believe in.
Okay. Moneth, in that single second that the flamethrower ignited, and in that brief one quick sound that you heard of an explosion, and the bright flashing light, you have seen a large part of your adventures flash before you. You had seen your life in the Purple Suns, hanging out with Pennick, your nullfighter companion. All of the crime you used to do, the prostitutes you spent hours and hours of your days with. You still remember getting your first STD, then your second and third. The fourth, fifth, and sixth are kind of a blur.
It's just like, yeah, it's like whatever.
You remember meeting that gnome doctor who gave you your axe arm, and before that, the adventure with the troll and Moneth. You remember meeting Veliana and the Sad Flutes when you guys tried to go quietly, and then quickly killed Sad Flutes, carrying Regdar through the dungeon on your back.
It's like, at least I killed myself. Because I sure do like doing that.
You too. And after all of that, you see that final last few moments, almost in a third-person view, of you down in the smoke, getting pinned by that creature, throwing him off, killing him.
Do I see a bright red light at the end of a tunnel?
A bright red light?
Yeah.
Is it hell?
I don't know. Maybe heaven's just really... Maybe heaven's coming at me really close and it's red shifting. Oh no, that'd be far away. Never mind. Things get blue when they get closer to you. Silence.
You see that last moment again, the final explosion of light, and then you see yourself as a burnt, crispy little body, floating away from it, floating up and up. Out of the Colosseum, you see your friends looking down. You see this deity looking up at you, that dark man that I had mentioned. He is looking up at your spirit as it floats away. And then you see him appear before Peleus and start talking to him. You then see the city of looming shadow. You see the Xandar continent. You see a larger scope of the world, bigger than anything you had ever seen. Xandar on one side and this entire series of continents on the other. And then you are standing in front of gates. And before you there is both a peacock and a dryad.
Okay.
And the peacock approaches you. Maneth, are you well? Now.
I look around. I look down at my hands. Do I
Your
have
hands are
my
both there. You no longer feel a stinging sensation in your genitals either.
Better than I've ever felt.
Peleus has prayed for you, you know. He seeks to know if you are comfortable and well. And if you've arrived safely in the afterlife. Is there anything you would like to tell him?
Right now, I'm kind of just mad that someone let go of my foot.
I died anyway.
Yeah, I know. Is she here with me?
Waiting in line behind you is, oh my god, I keep forgetting the name. Raja. Who's waiting in line. She's next up at the gates.
Tell Peleus not to help strangers in dungeons anymore.
Your plume flickers, and you hear the voice of Maneth who says,
Don't take advice from pits, kids.
That's what you hear.
What did he say?
Did he say
Don't take advice from bottomless pits.
Take advice from bottomless pits.
I got nothing. He's not a clever guy.
Well, if that is all you wish to say, here you will find your peace. And the gates open up, and there's a couple of clouds that bellow past, and then beyond the clouds you see what is Maneth's personal heaven, and you see Pennick and a whole bunch of the Purple Suns in full garb, surrounded by prostitutes sniffing cocaine.
That's great. I'm happy.
And Pennick, come on in, Maneth!
Panic! And I'll give her a big hug.
And the gates close behind you, as you have the greatest heaven Maneth could ever ask for.
Okay.
You guys, I'm not going to talk about your heaven.
It's with Jesus.
It's with Jesus, child. Peleus, Regdar, and Barrett, you guys are now at that next tunnel, encasing into what may be the final circle of Pandora's Gauntlet. And the three of you may have to face it alone. And we'll stop there for the night. Good job, guys.
That's arguable.
Spider's web should have helped.